Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. And salute unto you brothers out there preaching his word and sincerity and truth. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. All right, we come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom. All right, this kingdom is ruled by the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Right. That's his biblical nationality. All right, and we being Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Lord has a chosen elect of you that he's going to save. All right, during the time his plagues and pestilence will be placed on the earth. All right, and we come out here to warn you. All right, warn our people to repent, and only elect of you going to repent. All right, and turn back to the Heavenly Father and the Son. Okay, and repent. So, hey, we just in the news, you know, beautiful thing. These banks are collapsing. You know. The scriptures, you know, prophesied, you know, that the Lord is going to basically send plagues and pestilence, all right, to this world. And why and these banks collapsing? That's actual plague, man. All right, the Lord is tearing down this society. Okay, so this bank that just recently collapsed is a Silicon Valley Bank. All right. And that's a big bank, man. You know, that bank spreads all the way over to the UK. Okay, a lot of branches in the US, branches in the UK. All right, that was a big deal, man.
They have real quick. They have $212 billion worth of assets within that bank. So, like the brother was saying, it's not it ain't no chump change. It ain't no no local bank. You know, they have billions worth of assets.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Because these people have faith in these in this currency, you know, the American dollar. It's called a fiat currency, or any paper currency. All right. Once the faith is gone, all right, that type of currency, that particular currency is going to hyperinflate. All right. So you put all your trust in this dollar, all right? It's going to be your stumbling block. Okay.
I got a quick scripture for you. Quick script. 1 Timothy 6:17. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches.
Uncertain riches, man. The true riches, you know, is the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Right.
All right, that's the only true riches. All right, in this world, in this universe. Okay, that's the true riches. You know, but you know the tangible riches are basically gold and silver. All right, that's what the elites deal in, and they give you people, you sheeple paper currency.
Yep.
And you sheeple fucking kill over that, man. All right, covet over that. All right, it's just a whole lot of death, you know, in result from that paper fiat currency, and that's not real money, man.
I want to make a quick point. It's literally as real as monopoly money.
Yeah, that's
only as much as belief that you have in it. That's all. The only thing is worth. You have to be playing this game, so to speak, to believe it's worth something.
Yep.
You have to really be like, I want Park Place, take my blue money. The shit is like blue and orange and different colors too, right? You have to really, and then okay, I'll accept that for Park Place, whatever. It's that simple, okay? But that's not what real riches is all about, right?
And if I want to add, you look up the word uncertain. It means not able to be relied on, not known or definite. And when you look up one of the synonyms in the Google definition, one of them says unreliable, untrustworthy, undependable, fluctuating.
That's this paper fiat currency. And you mentioned definite. The word definite definition means a complete boundary or limit to something. All right. The so-called white man. What does he do? He prints. He basically put zeros in a computer.
Yeah.
All right, and basically print trillions, man.
Yeah.
Trillions and trillions of dollars, man.
What do you think your stimulus checks and all these government fund? They just print the money. It's not backed by anything.
Yep.
You think it's worth the value? Tell me if this money is selected, but if
Look
this
at
money
it.
has value, because it has a 20 on it, you think it's worth $20.
Yeah.
But what $20 used to buy ain't the same thing. So is it still really worth $20?
It is made $100 bill and a $1 bill is
Man, on the same
made paper, same ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when they first came out, the paper fiat currency, it was actually a limit, or a measuring tool for gold and silver.
Yep.
So initially, it started out, with some type of truth to it, but, as time went on, the elites wanted to take the paper fiat currency and have it backed by nothing.
Yeah.
All right, petrol, but now, the dollar is not backed by petrol no more.
Right.
All right.
I was just gonna say real quick though, and the best thing, the most deceptive thing that they did, I should say it this way, is they had you give them the money and they gave you the paper. Right? Now you don't know how much is in there that your money is actually worth. You have to go off what they tell you. So that's why they were able to print more. And you thinking it's worth the same? We got $2 million in this bank, but we've given out $8 trillion worth of paper money. So how much is your money really worth now?
Yeah, the typical American don't know about the financial system.
Right.
They don't know about the economy, finances, or nothing. They just go off, the media and be brainwashed by it, but mostly they don't know shit.
The more you print something, the less it's worth.
The more of it, the less rare it is, the less worth.
I have that word definite in the Edom. It says definite, fixed, established, certain, precise,
Yep.
having fixed limits, defined, bounded, or limited.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's why we get the definition of words.
Yep.
I got a
Some
precept
were
real quick.
silver
They will put it in
certificates before. Coins were actually of the what it was worth. It was made of gold or silver or back in the day, but now it's cheap. You got it?
Real quick, this is because Jake puts their confidence in this money, and this in this money is when they put their confidence and their trust in this money, they're basically putting their confidence and trust in Esau in this oppressive system. This is Proverbs 25:19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint.
Hey, I love the broken tooth. You bite down because you feeling all good. That tooth will break and hurt you, cut you in your mouth, and fall out.
Yeah.
And you still won't have broken into what you was biting into.
Yeah. The nerves is connected to.
Yep.
So that's what Jake is going to get when they're putting confidence in this system. They see it collapsing. They see these, they're going to see multiple banks. It's going to be a snowball effect with these smaller banks. And what is Jake going to do? Still put their money, take their money out the bank and put it in another bank.
Yep.
Still trusting this dollar, still trusting this man's system. It's bound to collapse. It's like the writing on the wall.
And that's what the prophet Yahweh Shemal Shah has been warning about, man. The total and utter collapse of this society, man. And the Lord is gradually breaking this place down. The Lord is just like a snowball going down a hill, man. All right, it starts out a little snowball. Once it gains traction going down that hill and accumulate more snow, it's gonna become bigger and bigger.
For now,
like a plague.
Plague, exactly.
It's something that's contagious and it spreads and it gets worse and worse. Like we read that in Isaiah 14. It talks about the worm that spread over thee.
okay.
It represents decay. It represents the destruction of this the infrastructure of this place. Even the economic system, the economic infrastructure is decaying.
It attacks the foundation of this place is this petrodollar. And if the foundation is shaky, then what's going to happen with the rest of this place? Everyone's paid in U.S. currency. So if you can't pay these people in dollars anymore, what are you going to do? What are you going to pay them in? You're going to pay them in something. A lot of people are going to quit. Why am I going to work this job and you can't pay me the money that you paying me, people eventually realize the money that you paying me is worthless. You know, what are people gonna do? They're gonna walk off these jobs. You know, people don't work because they love the company
Right.
or
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I just love what I do. I
No,
work for free.
fuck that.
Hey, but this is all done by design.
Yep.
This is no accident. You know, this was the plan all along, decades ago, centuries ago. You know, to bring you to your knees.
It's all part of that secret council
Uh-huh.
of the wicked.
That's the plan, to bring you to your knees, where you're begging for crumbs. You know.
That's what David Rockefeller old ass before he passed. He said, all we need is the right prices, and the people will beg for it.
Yep.
You know? And they're bringing out prices after crisis. They'll simulate a crisis, and then months later they carry it out.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with the Crown Royal,
Yep.
19,
They begged for
Windows
that.
19. People was begging for a solution.
For the
It came with the shots.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, the 1-9, that's a plague on a minuscule scale. The actual plague was the shots, man.
Yep.
That's the actual plague, and the shot still is, it's still gonna drop a whole lot of people, man.
Yeah. You know,
They ain't started, they ain't even begun.
Yeah.
To you know.
something you were saying, I want to make a quick point. Something you were saying about the money, how the snowball effect happens. The small rock-sized snowball is already when you start to see gas prices rising, when you're seeing food prices rising, rent rising. This is showing you that this thing is collapsing. The more that that this stuff, the so-called value on this stuff, on the things that you purchase with your money, the higher the prices get, the least your money's worth, which means it's going to have to hyperinflate before it completely collapses, which is what we're heading toward. That's why the prices keep skyrocketing.
So Micah 6 verse 10. Are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measure that is abominable? Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances, and with the bag of deceitful weights?
Oh man, this whole system is
Deceitful weights.
unbalanced, man. Unbalanced, man.
Yeah.
This whole system, man. That's why the Lord's bringing it down, man. You know.
The original point, I think the word dollar means a unit of measure, right? And that's what it was supposed to measure what? The actual value of gold and silver. But that's way out the it's not even around no more. Nobody remembers that it was a gold or silver certificate. You know, nobody even knows that. They just going off of what it was once worth, and they're trying to still hold it up. It's all a belief, a false belief, all right? And they can change and fluctuate it as much as they want. They've been manipulating the market this whole time anyway to their interest. And just as you, and if you think this is not good, what they got next is worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you don't even get to tangibly touch nothing. The next thing, which is this CBDC, with digital, central bank digital currency money, that they want to call it, right? That's gonna be easily manipulated even more because it's digital.
Control, man.
What are you gonna do? If they can tell you, no matter what you thought you had, like if I got $20 in my pocket, somebody accept that.
Yeah.
But if they cut my $20 off my chip, you know, what am I gonna be? I can't use it. I'm asked out. They don't have to be near me to do that.
Or I'll give you another example. Say, you know, our niggas like to stack money up. They got stacks of money.
Under the mattress.
Under this new system, you may have a $10,000 limit.
Yeah, that you can keep.
That you can own.
that you can hold.
keep.
Yeah,
And
that banks now.
without no reserve. You don't. Oh, I got 20,000, but you ain't got no reserve. This is what you can keep. This is what you're allowed. This is what you're allotted every month, every quarter, wherever it may be.
They're saying you're not going to be able to save money because the money is going to expire.
Right.
They're going to put an expiration date on your money. If
Imagine
you don't
that.
use it, it's gone. So
They'll
you
say
can't
it's something
save.
to the economy for you to use it.
You can't save money.
It's going to come a day where you're going to have to turn in all your coins, all your paper money, because it's going to be a cutoff date where it's going to be worthless.
They just collected a bunch during the lockdown anyway.
Yeah.
They collected a lot. Believe it or not, there's still places that don't have coins.
I got an article here.
This is on CNBC Finance. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says U.S. government won't bail out Silicon Valley Bank. So no.
Well, she's saying that right now, like she said a couple years ago. Inflation is transitory. You know, it basically means it's, you know, it's gonna be here for a little minute. It's gonna go away. You know, and you see it. Inflation's still going up, so you can't trust these people. All right. Basically, believe the opposite of what they say.
Yep.
Eventually, when this contagion spreads to all these banks, regional, national, international banks, you know, hey, the government is going to bail these banks out, and it's going to take trillions, man. Yeah. But during that time, there's going to be a havoc in the streets, man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, once they bail out these banks, yeah, that's the hyperinflation. The hyperinflation is going to really get popping then, man. And that's hyperinflation, the state of the environment and hyperinflation, ain't nobody talking shit to nobody. All right? There's going to be a whole lot of robbing, a whole lot of killing. All right? The police ain't going to fucking answer your calls. All right? So it's basically like a, Wild Wild West, man.
But when the bailout comes, it's not going to come in the form of, the bailout's going to be all mixed together with the reset, with the transition to everything being digital. What is it? The CBDC? Yeah, because they're gonna bail them out, but they're gonna bail them out, and everyone's gonna have to transfer over to this new system. You know, they think it's gonna be like a bailout like in 2009, where they bailed out the banks, AIG. It ain't gonna be like that. You know. I'll read a little bit more. It says, after regulators shuttered Silicon Valley Bank and seized its deposits Friday, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Sunday that she's been working to address the situation in a timely way, but that a major government bailout is not on the table. Let's be clear that during the financial crisis, there were investors and owners of systematic large banks that were bailed out, and the reforms that have been put in place means that we're not going to do that again. Yellen told CBS, Face the Nation. But we are concerned about the depositors and are focused on trying to meet their needs. But another thing people don't realize, these banks like this, small banks, we have these tech companies, Silicon Valley, but other companies that use this bank for payroll.
Small businesses use them.
Yeah, for payroll. So if they don't got the money, their employees can't get their money. So imagine these a lot of these companies. You ever get your check? If you still get checks, they'll say Bank of America on it, or it'll have Wells Fargo will have a bank on it. So when it gets to these larger banks, what do you think is going to happen with your payroll? People ain't gonna get their money.
People ain't gonna go to work.
Right.
It's funny how while this is happening, you have like big tech companies that are laying massive employees off.
Yep.
And then they're also announcing the closures of these retail stores, like Walmart, Best Buy. All those places are shutting down.
Okay.
While this thing is happening with the banks.
Yep.
That should tell you something.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, and they've already, we know during the pandemic, right? What happened? They shut down majority. They shut down majority of the small businesses. Then now the small business banks and their bankrolls are gone. It's like wow.
I read something. Go ahead, bro.
No, that was it.
I read something earlier that this bank, Silicon Valley Bank, that they gave all their employees bonuses.
Yeah,
right before this shit. Yeah.
Wonder where they got that money.
You just imagine you in the bed like, man, I'm about to get this extra slice. You know what I'm saying? Man, this check about to be nice. And your ass wake up and nothing. Nothing.
What you had already and what you was expecting.
They gave your money to their employees.
Yeah. So them calls, they was giving them hell.
But let's not forget, it happened on Friday.
Yeah, kind.
You know they was giving them hell, man.
And then there's nobody to talk to.
People probably on hold. You know, like when they put you on the bank, put you on hold, so you got to hear the fucking jazz music and shit. And you got to be on for like 2-3 hours. A hundred other motherfuckers is on, still waiting on their call to get through to a teller.
Due to
high volume,
high volume of calls, we're not accepting any more calls.
So you know they just
pissed,
like
bro.
fuck. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
You imagine people in that estate.
Yeah. You can imagine everybody, not just
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The bigger banks.
Kind of like
These are people with money that got affected.
Okay.
How much more all society gets affected by this?
like when a few weeks ago when people's money went missing from their bank accounts,
Yeah.
and they were all in the bank like
What?
asking questions, and the banks would.
Oh yeah,
They
Bank
were
of
just
America.
giving them the runaround.
Yeah.
They got to go see customer service.
You know,
Yeah.
like we don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, our people put trust in the so-called white man, man. In his
happens.
system. And he gonna turn around and bite your ass like the serpent he is, man. You know?
I looked up that word scant, or scant measure. That's literally what the dollar is a scant measure. The word for scant in the Hebrew is a razawam. And in the definition it says leanness, scantness, wasting.
Waste.
Nobody.
Wasting of a disease, scantness of measure, or wasting of measure.
Yeah.
So basically the value is being reduced, is waning. You know, it's losing its value day by the day because, like the brother said, they keep on printing, they keep putting more zeros, adding more zeros in the computer.
Yeah.
And what doesn't help it is how you got these other countries that normally trade with the petro US dollar.
Okay.
They're leaving
Oh,
off
bro.
the dollar.
Everybody's
They're going
leaving,
around
bro.
the petro.
Even Iraq teamed up with China.
Yeah.
You know, Iraq is a heavily oil deposit country.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because they're realizing that, man, that dollar that shit ain't even backed by nothing.
Yeah.
So why should we even continue to trade with that when it doesn't even amount to nothing? At least we got currencies over here. We got baskets of currencies that are backed by actual resources. That's a no-brainer. So the more that becomes a trend amongst these nations, the more you're going to start to see the deterioration of the petro's value,
Yep.
which is going to lead to more inflation into hyperinflation. So that's why this is the perfect opportunity for them to roll out the CBDC pilots. You know?
I mean, financial wars lead to real wars.
Yep.
Okay.
I think every war is behind
It's
finance.
all about money. That's why you're starting to see all the armies of the world, you know, gathering.
Warm it up, right?
All the mighty men are gathering, you know. They're preparing for war.
Somebody grab Ezekiel 7:18.
I just seen an article, title of an article. It says, economists fear Venezuela is slipping back into hyperinflation. So you already know how bad it was
When
down
did they
there.
leave it?
But that's going to spread globally.
Yeah, the currencies of these other countries went up against the dollar. That shit is hurt.
Yeah,
They're suffering.
Yeah, you think we go to Venezuela and see coin, silver and gold coin shops? No, hell no.
They get robbed.
Yeah, they get robbed with the quickness. Somebody got that Ezekiel something?
This is Ezekiel 7:18.
Now this scripture basically describes hyperinflation. Yeah, go ahead.
They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads.
Yeah, people gonna be in a state of mourning when this finally goes down, man. And we're in that time. Yeah.
They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
Well, silver goes into the modern day currency, man.
Yep.
Because during a period of hyperinflation, if you have real gold and silver, you're gonna be straight. You know, but ultimately you need your Shemini Ashai to protect you.
Okay.
Because even if you have tangible gold and silver, that still ain't gonna protect you. It's still not gonna save you. All right. But you know, gold and silver, you know, the metal is basically insurance.
Yeah.
You know, against the paper fiat currency.
If I may add, like it says in the Ecclesiastes, where it says money is a defense.
Yeah.
The word money in the Hebrew is kashap,
Yep.
which means silver.
Okay.
So ultimately, you gotta have the actual real money, which is those metals.
Yeah. First members.
Because they're valuable. you can use them for different uses.
Yeah.
But it's always been the traditional bartering trade commodity amongst the world, and it's been that way since the beginning of time. So people that understand economics and money, you would know that it would be wise, you know what I'm saying? And that's if, you know, because that's people in the world, they put their trust in society. You got Edomites that's ahead of the curve and they know what's going on. And they've been investing in it for years. Buying up all the gold and the silver.
Going to coin shows.
Doing all type of, you know, coin trades and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, you ain't gotta have a lot of money to buy silver, man. Dollar cost average, man.
Poor man's gold is silver.
Yeah. To $20 a week, $10 a week, you can buy a silver coin, man. All right. But this scripture is basically talking about their currency. All right, which is going to be basically the paper fiat currency in this time.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So like it says in the precept of Brother Red, the money is the defense, but before that it says wisdom is the defense. That's the the money is the
real
gold
money.
and silver, the secondary.
That's the real money. Yeah.
The real
Which is
stability.
wisdom.
Right.
Wisdom. Yeah.
It says their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them.
Oh, read that top part again.
They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
All right, if you do any research on Venezuela hyperinflation, you can see the people throwing their boulevard out in the streets.
Yeah, kind.
That's their paper fiat currency, the Venezuelan boulevard. All right, you can actually see videos of the street flooded with that paper fiat currency.
Yep.
All right. Also, the Weimar Republic, Germany. All right, during World War II. Okay, and that's when Adolf Hitler came in, man, into power. He was a terrible dictator, man. You know,
Also,
austere dictator.
Syria. Bro, Syria's just fucking squeezed with sanctions. You know? They can't even send aid to Syria because America won't allow it. You know? Their inflation is just freaking through the roof. They don't even have basic needs, man.
Hey, and one more thing, we can get right to it. Also, during that time, you had the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
That was in between those wars.
Yeah.
When that happened, over here in the States, you had a major dust storm that caused a famine.
Yep, kind.
Right in the midst of a dying economy. And people suffered, people was going crazy.
It was actual murders, man.
King, I'm so sorry, you guys. He's not feeling good.
It was actually people dying. A lot of death was going down during the Great Depression, man.
Yeah.
And this time it's going to be a hyperinflation depression. Yeah, that's double, you know, what happened in the 1920s.
Hey, it was a drought. It was a major drought. Showing you that, you know, there's no new thing under the sun because now we experiencing what we're seeing with the economy. But what is America facing right now? Droughts
Right.
all throughout the country.
Wars doing it on all sides.
You know, so this place is being, you can see it's deteriorating from the inside out, man. The Lord is controlling, really, we saying Esau is controlling it, no, ultimately the Most High is
Alright, this is
controlling
the
it.
plan.
The Lord wants to break this place down.
Kind.
Yeah, because of the pride,
This is what we're doing.
the wickedness of these people. All right,
Back to the fucking.
the Lord's breaking this place down, man. Okay, and it's gonna cause all chaos. And what happens to chaos? Death. All right.
Yep.
The death angel's gonna be out
I don't
here.
even know if I can go back on the property and put that in the fucking whip. I'm so sorry.
It was back on here. Yeah.
They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
Come on.
Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord.
I'm gonna come back and get him. Don't let him.
They shall
go.
not.
Don't let him. Don't let him.
They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
When you read that in the NLT, it won't satisfy their bowels. Basically, they won't be able to feed themselves. Okay? So during a period of hyperinflation off of fiat currency, you ain't gonna be able to feed yourself. All right, and you can see right now in this inflation that's going on right now.
Yep.
All right, everything costs more.
Okay.
Okay, so that hey, the scripture is true, man. Okay,
Lay up the drugs.
Yeah.
you got it.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 6.
All right, brother. I think you brought it out. You brought it out. Mike
Nah.
Six.
Yeah, that's the one.
Can brother grab a?
If you want to read it again, that's you know.
It's a brother can also grab a James 5 at the top.
I'm trying to get him to sit down for a few minutes. Take a little bit more.
This is Micah 6:14 in the NLT. It says, "You will eat, but never have enough.
Yep.
Your hunger, pains, and emptiness will remain. And though you try to save your money, it will come to nothing in the end. You will save a little, but I will give it to those who conquer."
Break it down.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like it says, man, that silver and that gold is not going to be able to deliver. If you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shah dealing with you, it don't matter what you save up. It don't matter what you put forth. You can't deliver yourself.
Walk my dog.
For example, all these, you got Edomites, that's all into the gold and silver. They're gonna be thriving during the hyperinflation.
Okay.
But what the Lord say how He's gonna destroy this place? A third part of men gonna be killed. Man. And that's Esau, Edom, man. So all these Edomites over here in this land, when this missile hit this place, they're gonna be destroyed. So your silver and your gold ain't gonna save you.
Okay.
All right, and it's 2/3 of our people. They ain't gonna save you ultimately. You just basically waiting for the missiles to come. The Lord gonna build up your pride. Be like, I'm winning during the hyperinflation. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what niggas was doing during the pandemic. My shit, I'm pandemic proof. Yeah. Okay, nigga, we'll see when this shit really gets
I
better.
got that PPP. I'm good.
Ain't no PPP coming. Ain't no what's that shit the niggas was getting? Unemployment. Ain't no extra $600 because all those things are tied to a bank.
Yeah.
So if all the banks are shut down, you're not getting shit from the government.
Yeah, there's the new system that they coming with. There's no way you can finesse the system.
Nah.
They're gonna have the oversight over every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Everything.
And that's the point.
So
of
you
the
ain't gonna
system.
be able to get over on them and finesse them or none of that shit.
Yeah.
First, they gonna make your ass beg.
Yeah, of course, they're gonna starve you first.
That's on both ends. Whether you submit to Esau's system and take that chip, and you either gonna die of that grievous sword, or you gonna be preserved for the missiles. Or if you think you're not gonna submit to his system and saving up food, storing up food, storing up that money, you're gonna still die of some kind of calamity.
Book of Eli, dude.
Back to Ezekiel 7, verse 20. As for the beauty of his ornament,
That was it.
I had let me get Isaiah 19.
Can you grab Zephaniah 1:11?
Oh, I was there too. It's, I know you want to back touch. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut
when
down.
You understand I don't know if you was gonna say this, but when you understand Maktesh, it was a merchant city.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was merchandise going on, which America's a merchant city.
It's,
It's selling a lot, doing things, so it's no different.
Like,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say it was the equivalent of Wall Street,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
today.
He was trading
Stop.
stock.
It was a port city, so that stuff was coming in and stuff was going out. Money was exchanging.
Going
uh,
into
traffic.
And to tie it back to, as you said, America, that's why in Revelation the 18th chapter, it speaks about the merchants stood afar off, bewailing for America, man, because they see that their merchandise or their house of merchandise that they sold everything to is no longer existent, man. Yep.
When you look up that word Maktesh, it goes into mortar. All right.
God.
So hey, how you Maktesh? So these banks going down. What you think it's gonna do to the stock market? You people got these 401ks like a bunch of idiots. The Lord's gonna crater this fucking stock market. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. People gonna be jumping off skyscrapers. He's gonna be jumping off buildings and shit. I can't take it anymore. I lost everything.
He's gonna push his family
Splat.
out first.
Yeah.
Face plant right in the cement.
And some of these motherfuckers, they already see the fucking the tidal wave before it hit.
Oh yeah.
Because motherfuckers are selling their shares and shit. Like even the CEO of the Silicon Valley Bank, they said that like maybe 11 days before the bank failed, he sold at least 3.5 million in shares. So he already saw the fucking wave coming.
Hey, just before 9/11.
Yeah, kind.
The people, the small hats got a call, don't come into work today.
Wasn't it just recently a bunch of billionaires that sold their stocks?
Yeah.
I forgot which stock that was. It was something big though.
Yeah.
And it was like, what are they? I don't know if it was Amazon or not Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
Was it Amazon?
I think Jeff Bezos sold billions of his shares.
What was
Put
he
it in
doing?
cash.
What are you doing?
Warren Buffett, all these guys, man.
All the billionaires.
They're gonna more likely translate that cash into something that's tangible.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
they know the money ain't worth shit.
Another something, I mean, you people probably watch TV if you're not in the know. And if you watch TV, you probably aren't in the know. But when you watch TV, there's hints on there. Why, for the past, 10 years, we buy your gold.
yeah.
Old gold that you don't want. Why do you think they want to, we trade your gold for cash? Why do you trade your house in for cash? Your old junker car, your assets, we'll take it off your hands for cash. Why do you think they were doing that?
Guns for cash.
Guns for, why do you think they're doing that?
And these billionaires that, put all their stocks in cash, they know a great Mac test is coming.
Yep.
A great crater, then they're going to buy back in. You know? Because one hyperinflation hit, everything's going to skyrocket. Stock market, Dow Jones, everything's going to skyrocket.
And they don't do anything unless they already have something in the works to move in next. Because when you don't have a solution, waiting when the problem comes, someone else comes in and takes over the whole situation. And that's the last thing they want. That's why they're helping to create it so it ain't goes right to where they want it to, the way they want it to collapse. It's like Brother was saying, it's a controlled demolition.
Yeah. All the people at the top who's orchestrating demolition have all the gain from its destruction. That's what happened during the so-called pandemic. The motherfuckers was all stepping down from their these companies, CEOs and shit. And then next thing you know, the pandemic happens, small businesses fall, middle class is starting to melt down, and now these corporations and billionaires become damn near become trillionaires. Come on, man. Esau, he's wise, but he's wise in wickedness. You know, that's why you got to be prudent. You know, the scriptures say the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
That's right.
Simple pass on and are punished.
Back in Zephaniah 1, I'm going to jump down to verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
So what's the point of hoarding up all this money for? Do you know what you people are, how deeply you're giving a chunk away of your soul for money, and it's gonna collapse in your face? You know how mad, moated you're gonna be when that day happens? How frustrated, like, man, I ain't seen my kids, I've been doing this just to stack this stuff so we can be all right for my kids, so I can have generational wealth for my kids, and it's all gonna be taken away in an hour, man, in a day.
Yep.
All right, with one digital click, it's over.
Yeah.
There is a gain that turneth to loss.
Yep.
You know, every time I hear that scripture come out in Ezekiel about, they shall cast their money in the streets, that shows you that in I Am Legend. It was just piles of Federal Reserve notes all over the streets.
Vault was
And
open, bro.
Yeah, it was
Gold
a bank,
and
right?
silver,
The vault was open,
Yeah,
and there was money in
it was
there.
just money all over the place. Shit didn't mean nothing.
That thing.
Another thing that is, I would say, a bridge to these people's money is their job, their career. A lot of these niggas, especially the nigga woman, they went to school and got all these degrees, and they ain't gonna let that go. Not for the Lord, not for righteousness. They're gonna be hit with the hour of temptation. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna continue to chase after their career. that comfort. All right, the money that comes from that career. That's what they're gonna be. They're not thinking about the Lord.
They're gonna be Lot's wife.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They that shall how's it go? They that shall keep their life, or how it goes?
They that
Save
Save their life.
Shall lose it.
Shall lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But the wise that are giving up their lives now
Gain it
for
eternal.
my name's sake, the scriptures say, right?
Yep.
Shall have life eternal.
Yep. Hell yeah,
Because
That-
there's nothing on this earth that's tangible on this earth
right.
that's gonna be worth or be able to help you, except spiritually giving yourself over unto our God, and to obedience of our God and His only begotten Son. That's the only thing that you can be saved from, saved with. We want to say there's no other name under heaven whereby we must be saved. That's it. There's not money, not Gates, not Rothschild. None of them. Nobody else can save you in this day, man.
The Lord's gonna have to send His angels to protect you.
Yep.
And the Lord ain't gonna send His angels to protect the nigga, man.
Right. Hey, because you got nothing in your spiritual bank account.
Right.
You got it all in your physical bank
That
account.
these Jakes, that career, that education, that's an investment in their mind, but they're not willing to lose that investment. It's like these niggas invest in this world. They put so much time and effort into, everything in this world, and they're not willing to lose it. Because they think that they got it on their own. They think that I work so hard, I don't want to give this up for nothing. No, you'll be giving it up for righteousness, for Yahweh Shema Rashad. You'll be saving your life. The scripture you quoted, you'll be saving your life by giving up all this bullshit. There's nothing in this world that's worth your salvation. But
Somebody grab Micah 2. 2 and 10. I'll make a quick point out here right now.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Even from the money system to the ways of this life, to being successful in this life, all that's gotta go, man. The more you hold on to that, the more when this place collapses, you're gonna collapse right with it. You're gonna be right in the rubble along with it. Okay? So that's why we were mentioning the other day, we've detached from this place. So when this goes down, hey man, drop that money or drop that bag of money or die.
Right.
We ain't got no problem dropping a bag to live. We got no problem giving it up. We've given up so much already when things were still of value.
Yeah.
So how much more when shit is collapsing are we gonna be happy with? I'm picking shit up. I know better. I'm too busy holding on to the Lord to fill my hands with this worldly shit. Okay? And that's really what this situation is about. We're here to tell you with all these collapses and famines and all the perils that are coming, that let go of this life, man. Let go of this shit and grab on to the Lord, man, and hold on tight. Okay? If it's for you. If it's not for you, hey, man, just ride the wave and get overtaken by the tidal wave.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
It'll be a bumpy ride through much tribulation.
Yeah.
Shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven.
I just want to.
And when you come into this truth, man, you gotta be humble.
Matter of fact,
You gotta bite your tongue. These people out in the world,
Yep.
they get on your last nerve, man. But you have to bite your tongue, man. You have to, because you have to come out and do the work of the Lord, man. You can't be all emotional. You can't react to everything with violence.
Yep.
Or
Emotions.
even
Impulse.
reacting with your words, man. A soft answer turning away wrath, man. So you got to take all that, the work of the Lord into the account first, man.
Right. Add something right quick. Then we can get on the
Just for you brothers that's going through shit with people,
Yep. This is Matthew talking about money still, right? Matthew 6 and 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth." That's your bank. That's your money. That's your houses. That's your belief.
Yeah.
It's all the belief in this system, even though it's collapsing before your eyes. You still, don't hold on to it, man. Let it go. Now you got free hands to work for the Lord, right? It says, hey, how much better do we feel not to be in debt after Christmas? And then Valentine's came, You know, you look at all these holidays like, damn, if I'd have participated in that shit, I'd be hurt. The prices of food now and gas to travel to go see family, man, you know how much money we saved? You know? Anyway, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth where moth and rust do corrupt and where thieves break through and steal. And that's collapsing. It is the same thing as them stealing it from you.
Yeah.
The people got their money stolen in Silicon Valley Bank.
The cool part about it is you can't do shit about it.
Nothing you can do. We gonna go get.
What you gonna do?
Your money is being used as a bail-in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you know what a bail-in is?
Yep. That means they take your basically you have FDIC insurance, right?
Yeah.
So every account holder, you know, gets that insurance. It's $250,000. So if you have over $250,000 in your account, your business account, your checking account, savings, they can take that.
Yep.
You know, say if you have $1 billion, they can take $750,000.
Yeah.
That's a million.
With no
Yeah.
explanation.
And you know, a lot of these Edomites, they got millions of dollars in the banks, man. You could be an Edomite working from you can start work from like 18 and you like 65. You're gonna accrue over $1 million, over 250,000 in the bank. You know. So if you have
just sold your $1 million home, and put it in the bank, waiting to buy a new house.
Your life
just
savings
got fucked up.
gone.
Yeah.
Life savings gone.
damn, bro.
And people don't realize that when these banks, when you deposit money, you think your money just sitting there. These banks, they invest this money in all types of shit. They using your money
And charging you to use your shit.
right, and charging you.
That's what 401k is.
Yeah.
Hey, and Smart Jake say, diversify your bonds, man, all this shit's gonna collapse. It's a new world order, a one world government. They're all gonna put it into one spot and they're all gonna control it from that
One
spot.
world currency.
Thank you. There's no getting out of it. So what you do is you put your money where nobody can touch it. Meaning you can't be a part of this system. I mean, depart from this whole mind state of this system, believing it. Now, we can't just go off the grid and think that we're going to be able to survive. That's not what we're saying. We're saying when it's time to let it go, we don't hesitate, man. We hold on to what we can for now while things is up and moving to take care of our bills. But when it comes to compromise our beliefs, hey, we got to let that shit go. Drop it like hot potato. Right? Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
What's the treasures, man?
Yep.
Doing the work of the Lord, man. Charity amongst the brotherhood, being a brother, serving the Lord, man.
Serving the church, serving each other.
What we're doing right now, man. That's the
feed the
treasures.
sheep. Yep.
That's the treasures, man.
One last verse, I'll stop right here. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And if your heart is in a place where your mind is what your heart's talking about, if your heart is in a place of tangibility, when your slave master and the rulers of this world take away that tangibility from you, you gone. Your mind is gone. That's why people gonna be jumping from skyscrapers and whatever else, offing themselves and their families, or their families and themselves.
Either that or they're going to compromise.
Or
They're
compromise.
into Esau's ultimate solution.
And then it's worse.
To our temptation that's going to try the world, like the prophecy said.
Yeah.
People going to be in a desperate, tight situation, be like, all right, this is the only way, fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I need to take care of, my family, my children, my woman.
It's the only way I can get my money
It's
back.
the only way I can get my life back.
Yeah.
It's like a torture. Esau is going to use torture methods to get you to freaking give in, man.
And really, that method is a mental torture.
Yep.
Because you're thinking about everything that you had or everything that you can gain from, taking this device, and it's you really, brothers, we like straight out no, but Esau's gonna plague a lot of these jakes that know it's wrong, but it's like then it's that temptation that's gonna really plague their minds.
It's going to be both physical and psychological.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna starve you.
They're going to starve you.
They're
They're going to starve you. And that's Jake, you know, Jake loves to eat.
Yep. That's the worst way to die, is to not eat.
You know?
Starve.
And that food is that comfort for Jake, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Jake could be full and broke and be all right.
Yep.
But
My rent paid, and I got food in the refrigerator. I'm
yeah,
good.
but starving and ain't got no money,
Yeah.
Jake's fucked up.
A lot of the Jake got, demons from the drug habits.
Yeah.
They got to stay numb and high, so you ain't got no money to go to the weed spot. You can't go get your alcohol, all the shit that make you feel comfortable. You ain't got no access to that. So now what you got?
And average person is malnourished.
Yeah.
From all these abominable foods,
Processed foods, all this.
GMOs, all that shit.
There's more drugs basically.
Yeah, drugs. So people go crazy, man. In the scriptures, during the famine, people were eating their children, man.
Yes.
Drinking their own blood.
Coming back.
It's coming back in a major way here in America.
It's a natural instinct to move to that.
Yeah, the shoes.
Just this, survival. People go into survival mode and they think, the baby crying, sick of his little ass crying. I can't feed him. He crying because he's hungry. I want to cry because I'm hungry. And now I got to listen to him. Because brothers that fast, they know any little awkward noise will fuck with you.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine you going a day, 30 hours no food, but the baby been crying for 7 hours.
Yeah, for
You
Jake,
gonna
that's,
start licking your chops at that baby,
Babies ain't gonna make it, man.
yeah, the end up gonna start saying shit like,
Every apocalyptic movie
yeah. You don't hear no babies crying.
And it shows who's the most vulnerable during these apocalyptic movies.
Yep.
Women
children.
and children.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be no safe haven. For the women and children, and
It's a
everyone's
Ezekiel
gonna
9
be
says-
everyone's gonna be food in that.
And when we talk about Ezekiel 9, the death angel, hey, he said women and little children, man. And they old, and everybody gotta go,
Yeah.
man. There's no discrimination.
Mention females twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Because it's their society, man.
that's the
You know?
outside of it, bro.
These women is their society, so they're the most proud. They neck and neck with Esau in their pride.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a beautiful thing when the Lord humbly these women, man.
Yep.
So pray for more banks to go down, man. Quick.
I got something. This is James chapter 5, verse 1. Right? It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments moth eaten.
Yeah, paper dollar bills are corrupt money system. Very, very corrupt, man. A whole lot of lives, so-called innocent lives have been destroyed over this paper fiat currency, man.
It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
Yep. Hey, the ultimate, rich men in the society is the elite bankers, man. All right. So soon enough, you elite bankers, man. You Rothschilds, DuPonts, Rockefellers, all of y'all, man. Mm-hmm. The Lord has something special for you, man. All right. The Lord's gonna actually put y'all ass in chains, man. You gonna be protected during the nuclear fallout that's coming, But the Lord's gonna physically grab your ass up and put you in chains, man. And you're gonna build the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yep.
You see these people in Africa in the mines, digging up minerals and stuff.
Cobalt.
You Edomites going in the mines, man.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna be digging up gold, precious metals to build up the kingdom of heaven, right? On the planet Earth, the kingdom of Yahweh Shai.
It says,
Can I read that in the NLT
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick, that same verse?
and if so, you can keep reading down. It's a little more accurate.
Yeah. NLT, it says, your gold, James 5:3, it says, your gold and silver have become worthless. The very wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire. This treasure you have accumulated will stand as evidence against you on the day of judgment. So think about it. And that's how you know those that are in power, you know, which are the international bankers, they're going to be in power. They're going to be in the midst of all that wealth when Yahweh Shai shows up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai is coming back to take the kingdom.
All the gold they
And
stole,
you're sitting on all the riches of the earth that belong to him.
precious metals.
So it's beautiful how the Lord sets you devils up. The spirit of greed that's on you to heap all these resources to yourself. So when the Lord comes back, you're gonna be found with it.
Yep.
So I'm coming back to get the nigga that got my treasure.
Yep.
You know?
Yes, because
It's just mocking. You just sitting on all this wealth, and you've been sitting in power for so long, and all you're doing is just while you're collecting it, is you're killing and stealing to keep heaping more and more and more into yourself.
Didn't they say in American law, whatever, possession is 9/10 of the law? Isn't that in Esau's laws?
Yeah.
So when it's found in your hand, you're guilty. You ain't gonna have it. That's exactly what this NWO is heaping up. It's heaping up everybody and all the possessions of the earth, putting it in the elite's hands, in the Edomites' hands, in Esau's hands.
And that's how you know when the Lord comes and takes the kingdom. How else are we going to get the forces of the Gentiles?
Right.
How is the wealth of the Gentiles going to be translated to us? Because Esau is going to get took down.
Yep.
The Lord's going to wage war against their armies that's been keeping them in power. And these devils are going to be in hiding, thinking that they're going to try to escape with those spoils. The scriptures say that you will not be able to escape with your spoils. So you're going to be had in possession right along with the forces, the riches. So you're going to become a possession.
F-14.
Slave.
You're going to become a possession.
You're part of our inheritance. You're supposed to work for us. We bought the company. We're inheriting the company on earth, and you're supposed to be continual employees of it.
These are trillionaires that are supposed to be slaves. These are trillionaire slaves. That's crazy, right?
Horses.
Yeah.
Princes walking the servants upon the earth.
rich sit in low places.
These are super rich peasants.
Their name really means peasant.
Hey, they were born servants. They said the elder should serve the younger. They supposed to be serving us.
Esau served Jacob.
Yeah.
Now
So,
we know
hey,
this is also in their prophecy that they would break the yoke and they'd have a dominion, but their dominion's at the end.
Yeah, at the end of it. Yeah, and that shows you, because the Lord gave, the Lord gave this man this wealth.
Yeah.
Going back to the blessing with Isaac.
Yeah.
He said that you will be given the fatness of the earth and dew of heaven. But that was also the blessing of the birthright for Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, the Lord gave you a duration of time to actually hold it and enjoy it for a season. But then it's just going to go right into our hands because it was already promised to us according to the blessing.
Hey, this man was fumbling the bag anyway, man.
Yeah.
The earth has never been in this bad condition as it is in.
He didn't do right with it. When you was in possession of it, look what you did with it.
And you know what? I always liked this movie when I first saw Before the Truth. It was Before the Truth. Bruce Almighty. When Bruce Almighty got the power, what did he do? He did it for himself. He did exactly what Esau would do. He fucked the earth up. He fucked all the people up.
And let the people just do whatever.
He just whatever, bro. Do what thou wilt.
Yes.
Fuck the whole shit.
He was getting blessed. I mean,
Esau is a nigga.
yeah. Yes, on the thing.
That's when you put a nigga over something.
Yeah.
And just, it's going to go to shit. It's going to turn to shit.
He's so busy worried about himself. Man, every time you people, please shut up. They're praying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly an analogy of what this man has done with the planet. He brought the moon closer for his glory to get a picture and shit.
Right.
Like he fucked the whole. The whales are beaching themselves. Same shit going on today.
And that's been happening too.
Yeah.
I mean, that whales really have been beaching themselves lately.
All kind of fucked up shit with this man at the helm of the earth. You gotta take it or he'll destroy it.
They mess with the weather, everything that is organic and natural in this world. This devil has defiled and touched and just destroyed.
I'm waiting for y'all to show me where in the prophecy did it say that Japhet would do all this.
Right there.
Right. Point me to that prophecy, man. What book? What chapter? What
If
verse?
not, where and who is he from?
Yeah.
Job, the 9th chapter.
How is Japhet involved in all this? You know?
We gotta talk about
It
this.
covers the faces of the judges there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
They say
meditating.
that Japhet would be wealthy and rich, super rich in the last days.
He would get the kingdom right before we rose up.
Jaffa would be the end of the
Yeah.
end of the world.
Yeah. And we gonna get the next
Jacob's
one.
the beginning.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was meditating on that scripture in Matthew 24 where it says, "There shall no flesh be saved." No flesh, not just human flesh.
He didn't short the days.
Anything.
Yeah.
You'll be then killed off every
Every.
amounts of living organism on the planet if you let this man continue going. And put GMO or robotic or something. All right?
That's why I said Habakkuk, and he is as deaf, it can never be satisfied. He has large of his desire as hell, and he's as deaf, it can never be satisfied.
It's got so worse here that motherfuckers just talking about moving to Mars and the moon.
Yeah.
You know,
Hoping for better.
Yeah, hoping for better. Because the thing is, you know, it's just the whole planet. There's certain parts where Esau hasn't fucked up, but
Yeah.
I would say 95% of the planet is fucked up, man.
That's inhabitable. Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucked it up. So just
Yeah, there's Sirach 14 and Sirach 14 and 3 says riches are not comely for a niggard,
yep.
and what should an envious man do with the money or do with money? So
It's
like,
ultimate nigga. Right?
yeah, I got the
He's
definition.
stingy, greedy.
Yep.
Yep.
Covetous.
Yep. Want something that ain't his.
Yep.
Ain't that what niggas do? Niggas always hating on one another because they ain't got rims, he ain't got
Fuck that
shoes.
nigga. I robbed that nigga.
Hey, this how Esau is, man. He has trillions of dollars, you know, liquidity, and he can basically have everybody on the planet Earth living way above the poverty line, and still
be the richest.
and still have trillions.
Yep.
That's what type of motherfucker this is, man.
He still want more for himself.
Wipe out all the debt, free education, and
Yep.
free
Mental
health care,
health, yep.
all of that shit. Everyone could have a house with a big ass house,
Yeah.
you know, but he ain't gonna do that. He doesn't give a shit. That's what really our people need to wake up and realize, man. Yeah, this devil has the resources to make this world, you know, I won't say better, but decent,
Yep.
but he won't do it. Where ain't nobody, it's not gonna be any homelessness, no poor people. Everyone can have a good amount of food and, you know, eat nutritious meals and shit, but he ain't gonna do it.
No, but he thinks he is making the world.
Oh yeah.
With the whole Agenda 2030 thing, sustainable development.
That's his idea.
That's his idea. This is his version of the salvation.
Yeah.
You know?
We want to make sure everybody can you know.
Yeah.
We want to, but he's gonna feed you with genetically modified laboratory
Yep.
Yeah,
organisms.
roach milk and shit.
But
Insects and roaches and shit.
But he rather
He wants to
kill off
give you
the real
energy,
animals.
but he wants to give you solar energy. He doesn't want you to use fossil fuels from the earth.
3D printed meat.
3D printed meat. So he thinks he's saving humanity with this bullshit. Climate change.
Yeah.
All this bullshit, man.
Yeah.
All this technology to watch and keep you under surveillance every move that you make.
Yeah, he's
Carbon tracing.
Yeah.
Your carbon
Footprint.
footprint.
Yep.
So we can save the air quality. That's his idea.
Esau started the whole fucking shit.
Yep.
The whole pollution shit. He started that shit.
Still
Now he wants to come up with a solution.
What about that? How you mentioned that the carbon footprint? That's hypocritical, man. You still got these huge, big ass plants still
Yep.
putting, metals in the air and all,
Yep.
all that.
Hey,
yeah.
we ain't even talked about the derailments. This shit looks like it's on purpose. I'm gonna just say it like
It is
that.
on purpose.
You know, but I'm saying from the person that ain't really watching, this shit looks on purpose, man. It can't be 40 different derailments where
Bro.
all the shit gets released into the water and into the air, to corrupting the whole earth.
There's always some hazardous material
Yeah, kind.
that's
Everyone.
being spilled, whether it be propane or some type of gas.
What was that vinyl some shit?
Vinyl chloride.
Yeah, come on, man. shit that shouldn't even be made.
Yeah.
You got
Right.
shit that make plastic that shouldn't even be out
Didn't the
there.
brother say it was some chemicals to kill other chemicals or some shit?
It breaks down.
We'll break down other chemicals.
Yeah,
What is it? Bioxys or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This man is Satan, man.
Transport.
Yeah.
Why you moving that? Where you taking
Yeah,
that
where you
to?
taking that?
In that bigger container.
Yeah. See, more of this is going to continue to come out and expose you for the devils that you are, man. You know, I mean, and you're slick. You know, some people, they believe you,
Yeah.
like,
That's the
but the
worst
scriptures tell you that, you know, the Lord would give them over to a strong delusion that they should believe in a lie. But we know that the devil is that's all you do is lie. All right, you want to save humanity. You want to preserve humanity to a certain number. You want to do this and do that. You know, you want to blame the activity of humanity on what they call climate change, another pseudo science. But here it is. You yelling climate change, and that people need to, you know, we need to stop carbon emitting. But here your ass hopping on the first thing smoking to these summits and these little councils that you be having. That takes fossil fuel.
Yeah.
You need your jet fuel to travel to have these little councils and summits you be having.
Yeah.
Was it Trump? No, I know Michael Moore did.
Fucking hypocrites, man.
I think Trump would look at it too, but I think Michael Moore did a movie on it. You know how he does these movies,
Yeah.
right? I forgot the name of it, but he said to have is it renewable energy or something like that, or to have solar energy. It takes fossil fuel.
I think it was to charge the Tesla.
Yeah, kind of.
You need fossil
Yeah, yeah.
fuel to have an electric car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the elements out of Earth to even make the shit. Man.
Yeah, why you got them Jakes fucking, some, I think they Jake.
Some of them, yeah.
But them down there in the Congo, that's, you got them in the cobalt mining,
Yeah.
digging up all that cobalt.
Making a penny a day and shit. If
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Also all the lithium,
yeah.
lithium, you know.
Yeah. I was also gonna say, let's not forget that there were actual Jakes that was able to make engines run off water.
Yeah, hydro.
That it didn't hurt the environment; it just evaporated to the environment like natural.
Yeah.
Instead of using anything in the earth, and what happened to them? They all got killed.
I seen a thing today where Jake, I think it might have been Jake. He had a chicken coop and he was using the poop from the chickens
Yeah.
to run his house, like the electricity in his house to do something like I don't want to say produce water. It was something like that where he was using, you know, basically chicken shit and mixing it with water, and it was like bio something.
You got a hydroponics as well. It's a
Yeah.
Jake on YouTube who runs a hydroponic based like a farm, where he's, you know, running a system off of tilapia and different vegetation and using lava rocks for filtration and, you know, creating energy out of that system by the fish swimming in the water, by the plants growing, you know, and it's sustainable. So,
Alternating currents,
Yeah.
current.
yep.
Nikola Tesla.
Kind.
During the 1800s, man. It had it figured out. During the 1800s, had it figured out.
Mhm.
You know?
I just saw an article. He said he powered his house and his car off the chicken coop.
Wow. It was I was watching it was years ago. I was watching American Preppers. This man had his bunker, right, and a truck running off wood. He lived in a forest, by the way, and he had a bunch of firewood stuff. All he had to do was put it in there, and it would run.
Yeah.
It was like Doc Brown did in
Back to the
Future when he made it with garbage.
Yeah.
You know?
Bro, there's evidence of the ancient Egyptians having electricity, bro.
Oh,
They had electricity back
And
then.
they thought it was what's the dude?
You know?
yeah.
Edison wasn't the first.
He won.
They had power back then too.
They stole this.
Yeah,
It's not new. It's just hidden.
Yeah, the Gadites had here, what's that?
Irrigation.
Irrigation system.
Yeah.
You know?
Running the water,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Aztecs, the Mayans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Gad had did that too, like up in the Massachusetts, Boston area. 'Cause when Esau came over here, they had all these aqueducts and
Yep.
you know, like you said, irrigation systems to water the crops, and
Yep.
they had it all figured out.
To move around.
You know, even though they was living somewhat righteous, but
Yeah.
when we come this devil, what does devil do?
Start killing the world.
Start killing them, start digging for gold, you know, gave them a disease, and shit went all downhill from there. Soon as this devil, anywhere this devil is, everything turns to shit, man.
Yep.
Real quick, Sirach 39 and 25.
Yep.
It says, "For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil,
Hey, certain-
and clothing."
I just want to say real quick, certain salts, I think Himalayan pink salt,
Yeah.
and like certain types of water give off an ionic charge,
Yeah.
like when it's in the sun or
Black
something.
salt.
Yeah, like it give off a charge.
Yeah.
And you can use that for energy or even electrolytes to refuel your body. Like there's when you understand how to use the natural things the righteous way, it's a benefit to you. But what does this devil do? He turns it into evil and uses it against the people.
Yeah.
You got it, bro?
It says, "All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil."
Yes.
He saw the sinner, man.
Corrupts everything.
Therefore, he corrupts the natural things you need in life. You know, the water, the air, you know, the food.
What he does is when he corrupts them, and then tries to build them back better.
Yep.
Like, oh, I have a better honey, or I have a better this, or a better that. And that's what they're going to essentially, that's what they're doing with the body.
Yep.
You know, I can make a better body, a better brain
Yep.
that can remember everything.
But you need the organics from the earth to create whatever Esau thinks in his mind that he's doing
Yeah.
something new.
Yep.
You're gonna need something. You're gonna need something from the earth.
Yep.
You know, that the Lord created to create your bullshit that you think you're creating, starting off new. You know,
Yep. So it ain't new.
it ain't new. Even the robots, it has to come from the earth. You know, artificial your computers
Is it good though?
have to come from the earth.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
even the input you put in there,
Yeah.
soft hardware
Yeah.
has to come from the earth.
Like microchips are made out of sand.
Yeah.
That's I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Silicates.
Silicates. Yeah.
Yeah. That's switches. Yeah. Same thing.
Someone was reading. I had something.
Plastics.
So Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
You fumbled the earth, now you gotta give it up, man. I mean, your time's up anyway.
You ain't gonna give it up. The Lord got to take it from you.
Yeah. It gotta be taken from you because this stingy ass don't want to hand it over.
What's the wicked borrow it, pay back. You know, they borrow the earth from their heavenly Father, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and now they're like, no, it's ours.
And that's what he's trying to do with the birthright.
It's ours. You know, we're gonna turn it into what our imagination wants it to.
Showing that he didn't have the right intents with it in the first place.
It's a wicked imagination.
Hey, but the top elites, they're scared. They see the chariots of the Lord above the earth, man.
That article.
They see the chariots of the Lord, you know, surveilling the earth. You know, yeah, they can't do nothing about it.
That's it.
You know, the chariots go wherever the fuck they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Can't
you know,
control
they
it.
don't care about no fucking air traffic control, borders and shit. You know,
Airspace.
yeah, maritime laws. They don't care about that. Lord ain't caring about that, man.
They told everything. The Pentagon is talking about how it's like they calling it the mothership.
Yeah, kinda.
It's supposed to be in the solar system.
Mm-hmm.
It's chilling.
Yeah. Any moment when the Lord just
Yeah.
gives that green light, man, that's your ass.
It's like the chariots just surrounding this place.
They already they up there already.
Surrounding the earth.
Yeah,
you know?
we just can't see them fully.
They're waiting.
Just waiting for that invasion that they're gonna be given the green light to do. You know, it's an invasion.
Not that Project Bluebeam shit that Esau gonna come with. No, you're gonna know. You know, this ain't of this world when it happens.
renting a house, right? Now, say you rent a house, and you got tenants in the house, and you or even better, an Airbnb. You got cameras and shit. You look at the camera, motherfuckers fucking your shit up. So they're like, hey, should we go to them? Let's see how far this motherfucker go. You already got to remodel the whole shit down, because it's just fucked up. So let's see how bad he gonna really do. Motherfucker gonna try to destroy the whole shit.
You can start burning.
And what do you got to do? It gets so bad, you got to tear down the whole house.
You gotta go in there and reboot everything.
Reboot
man.
everything.
You gotta go do demolition, tear shit down, and rebuild it back up. We gotta tear down walls, take out the kitchen, and remodel the kitchen. We gotta do it all because of this damn devil.
Motherfucker got termites and shit. Everything. Everything is destroyed.
Dirty, ain't been kept. It's running shit wrong.
You could equate that to the land of Israel over there.
Oh, bro.
It has to be completely, utterly wiped out.
Yep. Start fresh.
Yeah.
Keep building.
Revelation 11 and 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially over there, like y'all mentioned, man. The Holy Land is totally defiled of the inhabitants, man. You know, it's man, yo. The land of Israel is so cursed. They got what you call the kibbutz. They gotta basically bring in trees and shit. That's how cursed that land is, man. And then you got a bunch of sodomites all through there.
We don't even know the half of the shit they really do.
Bro, they like America.
Yeah.
We don't know half of what's going on in Vegas. You can only imagine what the elites are doing in our land over there, where everything's plenteous and beautiful and wonderful.
Yeah. They all kind of wicked ass satanic rituals and shit.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Job 20 and 15. It says, he had swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Yep.
The Most High Power, Yahweh,
Now let me make another analogy with that, or a point with that, right? He gonna take all the riches we were talking about. He hide them in the bunkers, and he gonna have to come up with those too. He gonna have to give those up. When we drag his ass up out of the caves, he gonna bring up them riches too. And give them back to his rightful owner, Yahweh Shah. Right? Because he's storing a lot of treasures in them underground bunkers, because they know the destruction's coming, man. They know.
and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High Power, Yahweh, shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Man, hey, the Lord gonna take the earth from you, man. All right, he gave you the earth to rule for a period of time. All right, but your time is coming to an end, Esau. You know, the Lord's gonna take the dew, the honey from you, man. Okay? Take all your riches from you. Got it?
That which he labored for shall he restore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be restored to us. You know, you used us to gather up the resources. That's what the slavery was all about. It was
And to
using
maintain.
slave labor to achieve. Basically, they used us as slave labor to take the resources
Yep.
and pretty much put it in his possession.
Yep.
He came over here and got the gold, the silver. He came over here and got he went down to the Caribbean, got the sugar canes.
Yep. The indigo.
You know, you got the all that, man.
Yeah, the gold from
Tobacco.
down there too. There's a lot of gold down there. And,
tobacco.
Yeah. That was the
You had the
Equimenides.
banana wars down there. He was responsible for all that. You know, all those resources. and used us to exploit those resources for him.
Okay.
You know, basically, America and the Caribbean, and basically the Americas became one big distribution center.
Okay. That's it.
That was all it was. And we were pretty much the workers, the slaves. You know, we had to package it up, we had to bundle it up, we had to pick it.
Have to cultivate it, but process it.
We had to process it.
Yep.
You know, that was what we was being used to do. And that made his ass stupid wealthy.
And you didn't have to pay none of the employees.
Huh.
No pay.
It was all for free.
All for free for 400, 500 plus years.
Quick second.
Then you wonder why Jake is crying out for reparation. Jake, just understand, you never gonna get that. He knows how much. he knows how much, like the amount of labor you put in. He knows how much that's gonna accumulate.
Yeah.
You will have to collapse this whole shit to pay you back, and even and then some.
The only reparations to pay back Jake is the kingdom of heaven.
That's the only.
That's it. It's the only thing that'll be compensate for the labor that our people have done all of these years.
It has to be by our enemy's blood. Man.
Yeah.
Their blood has to be shed on earth.
Yep.
You know,
I got a quick one that goes with
to
what
make
you
it
said.
even. It says that in what's that, Numbers?
Real quick. Ecclesiastes 5:9. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all, but he made it about himself. He made us, instead of everybody being to eat off of it, he made it so only he can really truly profit off the earth. And everybody else has to go to him to borrow what was next. It was David Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, he was talking, was it?
You got reparations?
No. He was talking about, David Letterman or somebody.
Oh, okay.
And he said, you know how much the Native Americans, the guy that bought
Louisiana
New York
Purchase?
for?
No.
New York for? He was like, how much? He was like, $24. And he's like, you know why it was so cheap? Because they're like, land for everybody. You want to buy this? It's a different thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man. And Dave Chappelle, being funny like he is, he goes, yeah, you want to make a deal for the sky too? Like, how you gonna possess something that's for everybody? Everybody's here. But this man was really went and possessed the earth, shit that wasn't just his.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be, you know.
And that goes into his Revelation 20, where it said he'd be a liar, you know, paraphrasing, deceiver. He'll deceive the whole world.
All nations.
You know? I got a scripture real quick. Numbers 35 and 33. So ye should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
That's the only way, man.
And that's balanced and that's fair.
And that's part of the reparation.
Right.
We don't want just your blood.
That's easy.
We want, that's the easiest part. No, we want 1,000 years of retribution. Do unto them as what was done unto us.
Them that were surely not supposed to drink of the cup shall surely drink.
Shall surely drink.
Have surely drunk. And they that, how does the other one go in Revelation? That one was in Jeremiah. The other one is,
The double portion.
give them a double portion. They will drink a double portion of that cup.
Fill unto them.
You fill unto them double. They got to drink the double cup of slavery now, and they get the dregs of the cup. I think that was in the other verse. They got to drink the dregs of that cup. The worst slavery there's going to be. I mean, not as unrighteous as ours was, but it's going to be harsh though,
Harsh, yeah.
especially on them.
It's got to be.
It's the only way that makes it right.
Yeah.
Somebody has something?
I had some. I had Psalms 49 and 11. Going back to the point you were making, you know how they try to, you know, sell or, you know, they own the world. Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
They don't ever think they're gonna go down. They think they're just gonna keep switching up systems, flipping money, keep you. I won't say in suspense, but suspended to where you just following along, chasing the carrot around and never actually catching the carrot, man. They got our people so deceived. Our people aren't even looking for change or for the kingdom of heaven. They're not. Our people don't even have a rulership mentality. Everyone else on the earth has it. Is looking for their chance to rule the earth, but our people, and that's who was promised to get it next. Is our people.
The Lord said they're sottish children, man. They're stupid.
Yep.
They have Stockholm syndrome, man. You know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, conquered them. You know, they got so much love for this man. They grew an attachment. You know, affinity for this man. You know, and hey, that's all right, man. Hey, the Lord got a elect number that He's gonna save, man. You know?
Hey, going back to that verse where it says they named the lands after their own names. The Rothschilds, they got an island named after them in Antarctica, Rothschild Island.
I think I did see that.
You can look it up.
Google Maps,
Rothschild Island, Antarctica.
They said Rothschild Street in Israel.
Yeah.
Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they show you on the globe the Arctic and Antarctica is full of ice. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got islands.
I mean, America, Africa,
Asia.
I think
They're all
Europe
named after
was
them.
named after a
Europa.
woman. Europa.
Yeah.
That was after a woman. Yeah. So because he thinks he's the most high on earth.
Yep.
That's why he feels entitled and he can, do everything he wants when he wants on the earth. You know, the Lord said, all the earth, and that is all. Somebody get it for me. Deuteronomy 10 and 14. So Esau's trying to claim what was really the Most High's.
I just looked it up. Australia was called New Holland before it was named Australia. And I'm pretty sure Holland is probably more than likely a name after an Edomite. And you know,
Found it?
It's Deuteronomy 10 and 14. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord Yahweh's, thy power. The earth also is with all that is therein.
The earth and that is all therein. That's all the Lord's, man. This is the Lord's earth. This is His heavens. But we know that the Lord, He also rules in the kingdom of men. So He'll give the earth over to a people. Now we seeing exactly, based on what the Bible prophesies, who's ruling the earth now.
Base, man. Worst of the worst.
The worst of the worst, the lowest. The base man, this is how the earth, this is the condition of the earth when the basest man is in control of it.
I like to say this is how not to rule the earth.
Yeah.
This is the way this man rules.
See, it's the same nation of man was living in a cave. It's cavemen, man. Didn't have no language.
Yeah.
All right? You people in the world think Esau came up with English, French, Russian, German. No, it was us, man. During the Dark Ages, man. We had to teach that fucking devil when he came out the caves to speak a language, man.
Communicate with words,
yeah.
not sound.
We have to sanitize his ass.
Have to civilize it.
Multiple times throughout history. Not, we said that when they came out of the caves in the Dark Ages, but what about when they came over to the Americas? Gad had to civilize them, teach them hygiene, the basic shit.
They
Teach
said
them how to survive winters.
Survive with
they
God.
said the first thing they did was start digging.
Digging,
They got here.
looking for gold.
Motherfucker, we just got off the boat an hour ago.
They got documentaries
You need to
exposing.
go ahead and start building you
ahead.
somewhere to live.
Yeah. These other countries, other nations, they expose, like Europe, they got documentaries in Europe that expose these devils.
Yeah.
And then I read something or saw it where these devils were so thirsty for that gold that they, the winter times come, they forgot to, they didn't plan for the winters. So what what they did for food? They dug up bodies,
yep.
and ate them.
Yep.
That's how savage these devils were for that greed, for that money.
They're the Indians. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the real savage shit.
Yeah, man.
Ezekiel 28, starting at verse 4. with thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
You truly understand, Salaki, when you truly understand the word traffic, it's not what you sit in on the 405
Right.
freeway in LA that's frustrated, or on the turnpike or something. That's not the traffic, man. The traffic is what's actually moving on there, the commerce, the money that's going back and forth. That's the real traffic.
Commodities.
When you're trafficking, drugs trafficking, you're moving drugs
Human
back
trafficking.
and forth. Human trafficking, you're moving humans around, okay, for prices.
Ezekiel 28.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Setting them up for that last World War, which is going to pretty much end your whole shit. You know, this final World War, man.
But that's when the Lord's gonna come back. You know?
The Lord is just lining you up. You know, you're not as wise and as mighty as you think you are. That's why these other nations are starting to pull away from your wicked evil agenda. They ready to go to war, man.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what's gonna cause a big monkey wrench in your whole thing. Right?
When the world is not going with the program, pretty much.
Yeah.
The world is going to buck up against the New World Order. You know. Hey,
This is why it says in Revelation the devil is coming down to have a great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. You know? He's gonna get a lot of pushback from all over. This is why eventually that they're gonna have to try to make an escape. They're gonna try to run. They just try to run for cover in them damn holes and ruts. You know, into the mountains. Because when you feel like you have to do that, you know that you're running from something. He's running like a refuge. That's what a refugee does.
vagabond.
You're a vagabond. You're on the run, man, from something.
Fugitive.
Yeah, fugitive.
Yeah.
It's like you're not a refuge. You're a fugitive.
Yeah.
You know, you somebody on the run, man. Because you done wronged the whole world, man. You done committed crimes on the whole planet. You done committed crimes against the Most High, His Son,
Right.
His people,
Yep.
the
Other
earth,
nations,
the animals, the trees.
everything.
This man, he's guilty of charge on everything.
Yeah.
He's guilty on all charges, man.
See how you like to conceal the truth? Oh, hey, the truth gonna be brought out on these devils and what you did in history in the next kingdom. In our kingdom, we gonna bring out the whole truth. Everything's gonna be made manifest.
Yeah.
When Yahweh Shah comes back.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking about that scripture. Yeah, the
Let's
scripture.
Why would you stop?
He's seen us.
Right.
Job 20 and 27, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. So the increase of his house shall depart, and his good shall throw away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and a heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
Beautiful. And if you don't hope for that, if you still think, well, this man, everybody deserves a second chance. If people thinking like that, man, you're not in the right mind. You're gonna be destroyed. So hand join in hand, wicked shall not go unpunished.
How many chances Esau done got?
Man,
Come on.
when he first committed the first murder, everyone on earth was told not to touch his ass, man.
Yeah.
So he been getting away with this shit since then. But we understand why. But he still needs to get paid back at some point.
We was even being told not to touch them during the Roman Empire. You know? Can't resist the powers. The powers. You know? It's like, it's like basically, hey, no, let him. Only he who now will let until he be taken out of the way.
Yeah. And vengeance is Yahweh shine, you know, to the Most High. So we have to let them do it. We can't take up for ourselves.
Yeah, the Lord said, vengeance is mine. In other words, the Lord, he's determined. Basically, let me get this. I want all the smoke with it. Same for me. Wait ye upon me until I rise up to the praise.
Like I said a while ago, man, you gotta humble yourself. Yeah. You gotta contain yourself, man, amongst these people. But these people will, you know, drive you to, you know, full of rage, man. But you gotta contain them.
That's where the real wisdom, being wise as serpents and harmless as doves, that's where the real wisdom is at.
Yeah.
Being able to contain this knowledge, and then it says, oppression maketh the wise man mad. But you still can't lose your shit, man. You still gotta control it. That's the whole point. You gotta control it. You gotta be able to see all of this shit, be angry. But we have a venting system, which is feeding the other people the knowledge that we're gaining. Okay? About the oppression, about the hope and the gospel. Okay? About building faith.
What the scripture say, be angry and sin not.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why we talk so angrily with our message.
Think Yahweh Shai didn't want to take them Romans down when he came?
Talking shit.
Yeah.
Gave him a cup to drink. It's fucking vinegar, like you fucker.
Yeah.
You know?
Slapped him, spit on him,
Yeah.
spat on him.
What's it, Peter?
He had to pay taxes just like the rest of Jake. Here it is. This is his world, and he got to pay taxes in his own world.
Yeah.
So if the Most High is making his beloved son wait, how much more us?
Exactly.
The Lord already said he's going to avenge his elect. All right, speed it. And not only is he going to avenge his elect, man, Lord, when we build the elect, he even going to give us a part in that vengeance.
Right.
Yeah.
But he gonna make us to be able to handle that the right way, to push the type his level of vengeance out. This earthly shit ain't enough. You gotta be that new sharp definition.
Yeah, I appreciate
You gotta
it.
lack some weapons as well.
It's 1 Corinthians 14 and this is verse 20. Brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men.
Yeah.
And when you read in the NLT, it says, dear brothers and sisters, don't be childish in your understanding of things. Be innocent as babies when it comes to evil, but be mature in your understanding matters of this kind. When you go into malice, it says G24, it's like G25:49, it says malice, the desire to injure. God.
You're being like a child, but you can't be reckless, man. You can't be reckless with it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't stay mad at this man on that physical level the whole time. You can't be like that, man. Many men are fucked up, letting that boil up in them.
Right.
Fell out the truth and shit, man.
Yeah. Real quick, this is Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs 14 and 29. It says, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that hates the of the spirit exalts folly.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, we do get angry, you know, with the fact that things are out of order, things are out of course. The more you understand, the more you increase sorrow. But at the end of the day, your understanding is growing.
Yep.
We understand why we're here, while we're in this. We understand why the Lord put us in this, you know, condition. You know, at the end of the day, we did go off. So this is part of the punishment. But also we gotta, bear with the Lord, because the Lord is long suffering. Everything is on His timing. You know. So what did the Lord give to us to bear with that time?
Comfort.
To give us the comfort. We have the scriptures so that we can understand everything. And the more you have understanding, the more you feel comforted. You know,
Imagine
because you know you already know the outcome.
Yep. Yep.
You already know that this is not how it's not going to be this way forever.
Imagine if brother was on the level of like 2010 when we was teaching and a mo walk up the street compared to now.
Man,
You know how we were back then?
Yeah, hell yeah.
If it was like that
All
now,
those videos was getting strike back then.
bro.
Like back then they
Yeah.
allowed it. It was before
Yeah.
the strikes and all that. But if all those videos it wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. Our ministry back in like 2009, 2010, 11, it wouldn't be allowed on YouTube at all. None of those videos would be able to go in.
They're only still kind of floating around barely on Daily Motion. Barely.
Straight up kings.
Yeah, God.
I got a precept. Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him
Yep.
until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me.
Now let me say, oh, that's right. I can't even
God.
got it. I was gonna say something else. You got it.
Read
Read it again.
Oh man. I will bear, Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord.
The righteous anger. This is the punishment we deserve for going off. And us now knowing we can't even do nothing about it. We know that you were supposed to put a mo to death, but we can't. We gotta sit back and wait. It's just like, man, we gotta let this through. But what's the purpose? What I was gonna say was, what's the purpose of allowing it to wait on the Lord? Because now we get to see the fullness of what would happen if you allowed this spirit to continue in the earth. Just in what 12, 13 years now, less than 15 years, we've seen this grow, like that whole energy grow and infest the whole earth, pretty much. Just that fast.
This is why the Lord prescribed in our law how to handle this kind of shit.
Yep. We don't need that shit around. She's gonna infest
The law says to put him to death so that you can put away evil from among you.
Yep.
You know? Now, but you get to see it spread.
You see what would happen if you
See
don't.
what happens, man. And then
You
the
don't
Lord
keep that
left,
law.
and then the Lord, he one time, he stepped in and was like, all right, let me burn this shit up real quick
Yep.
so I can, show the world this is not how to be.
Yep.
And continue.
Yep. You came back.
Came right back.
I need to read this in the NLT. Micah 7:9. I will be patient as the Lord punishes me, for I have sinned against him. But after that, he will take up my case and give me justice for all I have suffered from my enemies.
And this is somebody gets Sirach 2. Start around start at the top, but 5 is the point that I want to make.
We all know the next verse.
Yeah.
But Micah 7:10. The woman's your enemy, man.
Yeah.
Hit that
Yeah, part of this is, a lot of this has to do with what she did.
Yeah.
She backed it.
Yeah.
She backed all the bullshit, man. In the earth.
She unlocked
Yeah.
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box with for all wickedness to
All
just
wickedness.
engulf the
Let's
earth.
see what the earth would be like if it's wicked. He's like, yeah, let's see. And the serpent went to it. Let's see what it's like.
Let's see what it's
She's
like.
like, yeah.
But she looked at it from her lenses like, well, shit. So
I
I
know,
can
I
rule
get
over.
out.
Yep. Feminism.
I can have power over men.
Yeah.
I can have my cake and eat it.
I can be desired.
I can
Everyone.
I can do this and do that.
Attention.
Oh, no.
I got multiple
I want to
husbands.
break it down so bad, but I want you to wait. Hold on, I got a good analogy. Read that, and you had it? Yeah, Bob, should I hit that verse right quick?
Sirach 2, straight 5.
Yeah, we can flip to 5.
Sirach 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So now we have to go through that trial of fire, and it's our punishment to have to be patient in that fight, to suffer through this, through watching all the bullshit happen in the earth, so we can then learn to be accepted, so we can see the fullness of the matter and be able to judge it right, so we can see the fullness of what would happen, and we won't make any mistakes of allowing any small matter of bullshit to start up. Okay, so we nip and bash it in the bud before it sprouts out. But I wanted to get to that verse. That's good enough. I want to get to that verse. I was thinking of something. Yep.
Well, I can't read it in NLT. 7:10 it goes.
Yeah.
Micah 7:9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
So she sees us making the changes. Think of how frustrating this is. For your woman to see you make changes towards righteousness and not be with it. Well, we know why. Because she wasn't with it in the garden. Because it's not for her. She don't feel it's for her benefit. She don't see it the bad condition in the earth that just to have her some fucking liberty, you know, in the earth, just to be a damn hole in the earth or whatever else you want to be in the earth. That's all she sees is her benefit. She don't see that all society is collapsing around her.
She don't see the banks going down.
She don't see this.
She don't see that shit.
And she don't see the end of her shit, bro.
Yep.
That's the worst part. You know how bad it's gonna be for women out here? Bro.
This bitch like I'm
Bro.
on OnlyFans my way through the pandemic. I'm a
through the destruction.
yeah.
Get the fuck out. You
I'm
know
on
how bad this
OnlyFans
shit's
my way
gonna be.
through all this.
When this collapse happens, the fullness of the collapse happens, she's gonna be to spoils.
Through.
I mean, you think that's why every Purge movie have women getting taken in it. You know, every movie that deals in that type of lawlessness in the earth, they have them being taken. But I thought y'all were equal. I thought y'all could fight off men. I thought Black Widow was whooping everybody ass. And Assault and all these other movies.
Captain
right?
Marvel and shit.
Captain Marvel.
So brainwashed.
So they believe that bullshit, but when this shit actually comes, watch what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
There's not an apocalyptic movie, The Road, or none of those, that the woman is okay by herself. She's just handling shit by herself. There's no Wonder Woman walking around.
They got the Woman King, bro.
Woman King, bro.
Even bitches like Amanda Nunez
Yeah.
or Clarissa Shields, them type of chicks, even they gonna turn back to their old feminine nature. Even them. Yeah, they right now they badass. You know, they're trained. They could probably knock a few niggas out or whatever.
Yeah.
But in that day though, things gonna change.
Yeah.
They even gonna humble down and become feminine.
Yeah.
You know?
But we needed the
And it's like it, and there ain't no rules in the streets.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Ain't no
That's what I
fighting
was
fair.
doing.
Ain't no fighting fair in the streets.
Hey, you still.
There ain't gonna be no gentleman.
Yeah,
No.
At the end of the day, you might technically know how to, protect yourself and fight. But when it comes down to ultimate strength and survival, you ain't winning that battle, man. I don't care how good you can fight.
The chick that work at my job, she a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Ain't tell her nothing.
Yeah.
That day, like you
Yeah.
said, there ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah.
You gonna try to take a man down, he gonna punch you in your shit.
He gonna grab your ass up and choke you, man.
yeah.
All it's gonna take is you to pick her up and drop her ass one time.
On the back.
Fight's
It's over.
bro. The fight's over.
Yep.
And she's still in good condition. You know, she might hurt her leg or some shit, but she gonna be still good enough for whatever you wanted to take her for.
Do
And
that
I'm
on
not saying that
concrete,
from us.
she might get paralyzed.
That's what
Bro.
I'm saying. I'm not saying we gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. But there's gonna be crazy ass men out here doing this shit. We see what's happening with just these trends that's coming into these sports. And sports, I always tell this, sports is like a friendly form of war. It translates right into war. Because it's that battle, right? If you can't beat men in sports, how the fuck you gonna beat them in war?
Bro.
And then the stakes of war, this war coming, will be greater. For food, you're not gonna get that last piece of meat over me. You're not. I don't care who you are. Wonder Woman herself don't have a chance. Straight up.
I got to appreciate Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near, and is near, and hastening great. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitter.
If that's gonna happen with the mighty men, how much more you women? women, y'all gonna, man, you gonna be seeing snot bubbles come out of them too.
Yeah.
You know, begging on their knees.
Yeah.
It's like a travail. It's not a man on me.
Yeah.
Please save me. See what I'm saying? Hold the one.
That's like 6, 30.
Hell, let there be an invasion. Troops, Russia, China, they somehow get up in
They ain't had none in a while. They
Bro,
been over
Take the
here.
stress off, bro. And it's gonna be that what's the name of that Michael J. Fox Vietnam movie? Prisoners of War. No, the Michael J. Fox. Jake Fox. What was Sean Penn?
Casualties of War.
Casualties of War. The watch.
Casualties of War, yeah.
Bro. Yeah, I mean, the team need. He said in court when they, took him to court and shit like this law. He was like, I had to do what was right for my men. Like, to take the stress off. Everybody was nervous. So what do you think they're gonna want to do?
I think they was raping them chicks in Apocalypse Now too.
Yeah. Well, it happens in war.
Oh, it's it was just an article that came out about America's forces. They said more women have been getting, seized, man.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Getting seized, bro.
Grab.
There's gonna be a lot of that going on, man. Especially during the time of anarchy, lawlessness. You know?
And over 60 years, 70 years of these women being in power, the man got that, got that pent up rage.
Yeah. And it's like knowing somebody did some shit to you and you can get them, but you can't to somebody else's, the bodyguard or somebody,
Yeah,
you don't need to turn this back and get your ass, man. The Lord wants that moment to happen.
Yeah.
So everybody goes back to their natural roles. So he can get rid of the fucking pride that you got, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said earlier, the most pride in the earth is by the Edomites and these women, man.
Yep.
That's
City
all.
great
Isaiah
miseries.
13:11.
Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Light on your phone.
Okay. Isaiah 13:11, 13 verse 11 and 12. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Keep going.
Therefore, I will.
There's a part that does come down. I think it's 14 maybe. Keep going.
Therefore, I will
It's
shake
like
the heavens.
what's gonna make the man more precious?
Trust in the Lord. Really?
Ultimately, because something that's precious is not many of it.
Scarce.
It's very rare or scarce. The scriptures talk about how there's going to be basically a shortage of men. There's going to be a lot of men, drafted into the war. They're going to die in the war. There's going to be men dying in famine. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a war zone. You're going to have the men of the Lord that's being protected, precious, to the point where women are going to see value. They're going to finally see value in men, and they're going to desperately want to get with those men.
Yeah. And how does a woman, be precious? Her virginity,
Yep.
her chaste, her humbleness. So hey, you bitches that have multiple kids by niggas,
That's the niggas shit. Yep.
old ass bitches in their 30s and late 20s. Then the Lord ain't gonna be looking checking for you, man.
Yeah.
We gonna have it, young right ones.
And a feminine.
Yep. Feminine. Yeah.
Yeah, all that,
Young ones.
all that fucking lipping, back talking, and attitudes and all that bullshit, man. There's gonna be zero tolerance.
Zero.
Keep the same energy.
Yeah, BBL.
Yeah,
All
kind.
hell break loose.
Run for your life with that BBL, holy
Yeah.
Why do you want to know about my past energy? You do that, you inquire about their past. Oh, that's little dick energy.
Bro,
You
I
insecure.
seen one. They called men that wanted virgins.
Yeah.
They're liking them to torpedoes, bro.
Yeah.
You fucking serious? No, we want older women to just not be slugging around.
Right.
He was calling Leonardo DiCaprio a pedo because he wants
got
younger
20
women.
he
He
got
got a
a
little, she
20
got like a
19-year-old
19-year-old chick.
Shit, man, we like, hell yeah, Leo, get it.
Bro.
But if a woman does it,
Yeah, it's empowering, bro.
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Hey, bro.
I'm still
Get
looking
a
at
groove
that.
back, yeah.
A comedian made a joke. He said, you know, the way that the world is set up, they said, you got all these women from the beginning of when they're able to bring forth children in the world, they're able to go into this candy store.
Yeah.
You know who in that candy store? Men that earn their way to be in that candy store. So they got all the pickings of the men that they want, so to speak. And then you got all the men that's on the outside of the candy store waiting to get in, waiting to hit they peak or they prime to get in that candy store. Then they get in, and you got women on the outside who out they prime now like, oh, why y'all want to be in there?
Yeah.
Well, bitch, you was in there since you was 12.
Been in there, yeah, the whole time. You been in there the whole time. I ain't even taste candy yet.
Bro.
Nobody been eating candy, you ain't got no damn teeth.
This society is fucking
Sick, bro.
sick, man. Surely you're turning your things upside down.
Oh, yeah.
And that's straight up hypocrisy.
Yep.
So if I want a younger woman, I want a more pure woman, I'm a pedophile. But if you want an older man as a younger woman,
Yeah.
that's your sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a sugar baby. That's cool. That's accepted.
Right.
You know, you put that on social media. Oh, she winning.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna say she winning.
Yeah.
She getting that bread. She
Getting her bag.
No, nobody was mad at what's the fucking chick with the hair, with the lack of hair? The Will Smith wife, Jada Pinkett.
Which one? Shit, all them hoes, boy.
Jada Pinkett was with, you know, fucked over the you telling me
Bro.
Will Smith wasn't the top actor in the world? Well, the whole time they've been married, she fucked him over for a younger man, and no woman was mad about
None
that.
of them, bro.
There's no outrage to women like
It
what
couldn't
the
be
fuck
no,
you
no man out in the world. It's
Bro.
like a family friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how
You know, and there was no outrage about that. She just breathed it over.
Now, if
Who
Will,
said that? Who? Wait, a comedian said it. Oh, it was Chris Rock. He said, but then you gonna interview this man about what you did wrong. How you feel about me fucking my son's friend in front of your face?
damn.
That's fucked up. Now he gotta give him, you know.
Hey,
But
bro.
that just shows you how messed up life is.
Hey, if the Rose was a verse and he did that thing to her,
Bro,
women would have
Young
been
woman-
out in the
young
streets
woman come in the
picketing, bro.
bro,
Yeah.
His daughter's friend.
Yeah.
And Jake tearing it up.
You know,
He went.
they
would
would R.
drag
Kelly
him.
that nigga.
Oh
Yeah.
man, they would have drug him through the mud, man. That nigga wouldn't be able to get another movie role.
That's
Nothing.
probably R.
That nigga
Kelly's
couldn't even
issue.
do.
Yeah.
They would have canceled the nigga. Then they couldn't even get on the sitcom, probably.
that society collapsed. You ain't gotta worry about these women's opinions.
Nah.
You know, the internet talking shit. They straight up going to judge, man. You know, through the hands of men. You know?
This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up that are
Brother
thieves.
spirit, man. Hey, we can all relate, you know, to
Yeah.
these demonic ass women. Man.
Yep.
You know,
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
yeah, in this society, women are at ease, man. Esau, the so-called white man, the serpent, you know, he has these women as being in a state of ease and tranquility.
Put a fucking
You know?
invisible force field around them. Do not touch.
These cities are made up for women.
Yeah,
you know,
God.
for everything to be convenient for them,
Catered to them.
cater to them.
It's
Many days.
It's like, and let me also add to that. It talks about being at ease. It's talking about being complacent.
Yep.
In other words,
Ain't
you're
seen.
you're satisfied with the way you are, because as long as you are rewarded,
Yep.
you're always being told that you're a queen,
Yeah,
you're this
attention.
and that. You reward bad behavior, so it's going to continue to happen. So
Okay.
you're not going to change.
Yep.
So that's why these women continue to be what they are. They're
Gun.
complacent, so they're at ease. They chilling. They ain't got to change. They ain't got to be uncomfortable, because the world has programmed them to be
Yeah.
comfortable.
They told them that they're perfect. That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
on these shows, you know, they or the podcasts, they always ask women to rate themselves.
They always
Oh, they
go
say, oh,
first.
I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
They always
they
go to
all
the
think
perfection.
they done.
So that means you have no room for improvement
Or
then.
they like to say they're 8.
Yeah.
You know.
This is why they used to be triggered by Kevin Samuels,
Yeah, kind.
because he used to tell them to rate themselves.
Yep.
But then he would ask them, what's your dress size? What's
Yeah.
your weight?
Yeah.
All these different
Automatically
things.
knocking shit off.
You know, what's your relationship status?
Yeah.
Or your marital status? He asked them all that. And they used to be triggered.
Yeah.
Hey,
But he helped them realize that you're not as
Yeah.
you're not as
You ain't the shit.
You're not as your value is not as inflated as you think it is.
well,
Yeah. He would ask them, so why you have all this baggage, so why should a high value man consider you?
Bitch can have 3 baby daddies, man.
Bro.
Yeah, by herself with her kids, and she thinks she deserves a man that makes multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to take her seriously.
That's why he would tell them afterwards to seek therapy, and he was serious because that's a mental illness to think that you have no flaws
Yep.
and that you deserve the best of the best, but you ain't bringing the best of the best to the table.
Yep.
and you notice something on
I
his
am
show,
the table.
Yeah.
right? You notice something on his show that was special that nobody ever
End
mentioned.
table.
Where were the 10s actually at? They were with a man.
Yeah, they're at home.
They were at home with a man already.
Yeah.
So you never got to see them. There was never a 10 that could show up on the show because they were doing what the hell they were supposed to.
They weren't calling in.
They didn't call in. They were too busy taking care of their man.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's the part that you guys aren't getting.
And that's why he kept saying, you understand, I don't reach out to none of y'all. Y'all calling my show.
Yeah.
Goofy.
They think a 10 defines them by their looks.
Yeah.
You know, they think
Some
they
of them don't
deserve,
even think that. Their belief.
they
Some of them
deserve the
just
world,
It
the
shows
moon
you.
and the stars because they have a fat ass and a cute face.
believe. Some of them think they 10s just because they're a woman.
Yeah.
Just because I was born and ain't did nothing in the world but lay down and you know, and so on and so forth, I'm automatically a 10. It don't work that
You
way.
got even fat bitches like Izzo
Bro,
thinking they a 10.
bro.
Thinking that someone, desires to be with you.
And
There's
there's
always
women
going to
that'll
be,
fight you over.
and there's always going to be men,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Simp
the part
ass
right there.
niggas, bro.
simp ass men. You know, that's going to inflate their ego.
Oh, baby, you know.
And I-
So that's what
Right.
it means by woe to you women that are at ease. You know, you get showered with all this admiration from society, from all these simps. You can never do any wrong. The court system is always on your side.
Yep.
Like you got a lot of these women over the years that gotten away with molesting their students, male students.
Yeah, kind.
They have affairs with their students, but when it come down for judgment,
Mhm.
she get a slap on the wrist.
Bro.
But when male teachers do the same thing she's doing, the whole book gets thrown at him.
Yeah.
Under the jail.
It was just a teacher. She had sex with the 13-year-old. I think he could have been a Jake, but a student, and had a baby with him, and nothing happened to her.
Oh yeah.
She got like house arrest or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Facing no charges, they said.
Oh, yeah, well, no charges.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine if a Jake teacher,
Yeah.
big old
Man.
black buff Jake teacher, was tearing up some little Edomite. They'd execute that nigga. Nah, they would bring that nigga to town,
It'll be
city
a
hall,
public
town hall,
execution.
and firing squad and hang that nigga. Man.
And then Bernie man.
Bernie. I'm saying, but that's reality.
Yeah.
Man. That nigga face be plastered all over the world.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why we're funny. We all have been what's the other word I was thinking? Can identify and attest to this topic, right? Because we see it all day.
Yep.
Because that pride is out of control, which has them being complacent. That's why they're as such at ease. And like the point I was making when you brought out Michael 7:10, how do you gonna treat us like this, even though we're changing for the better, but you just look at us like, treating us like your enemies, but then you're gonna expect us to automatically just protect you when the day comes. Fuck no.
You remember that TikTok video? Like it was a few weeks
Oh
ago.
yeah, kind.
She
Yeah.
was basically saying like, what should we do? Like we should all come
What
to
do
the
you have
table.
to do for this?
And because reality is starting to
Yep.
kick in.
Fuck that.
So now they all of a sudden they want to, we need to come back to the table. We
Yeah.
need to
We need to have black love.
We need to have black love again and this and that. Man, fuck out of here, man.
Fuck you hoes, man.
It's too late for all that. The damage is
Yeah,
done.
it's over now.
You done made your bed already.
You done fucked up
Hey,
now.
see, the damage was
You
done.
got passport brothers now. Like
Yeah.
they leaving the country to escape you now.
The
Yeah.
damage was done by Eve in the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ain't no come back from that.
Yeah.
Now we got balances. You got certain women that are part of the elect. We ain't talking about them.
Right.
But the rest of you though,
And the number is a mass number, so
Yeah.
be prepared to see a lot of death, especially women. And we know women, children, all that.
Women
gonna go.
outnumber the men.
Yeah.
Also, 7-1.
Yep. These brothers get free. We go back to these brothers.
yeah, go back to Isaiah.
A few characteristics of a so-called 10 woman. Titus 2,
Yeah,
verse 3.
kinda.
The aged woman likewise, that he be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
The aged women, man. Hey, there ain't really no women out there that's like baby boomer type women that's like that in the scripture.
Right.
An aged woman to teach the younger women, you know, how to serve their husbands.
It's rare.
You know?
It's not never, but it's rare.
all those women are dead.
Oh, super old.
Okay.
You got-
Or lost control of their daughters or the
You got
women.
you had that woman Shahrazad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's one of
kind.
the only
Yeah.
ones that's still alive.
Yeah.
That's still trying to kick some knowledge, but
Yeah.
I think she's a
She might
fucking
be-
farce too.
she might be set up.
She
might be
like
set
a
up.
Muslim lady or something?
Yeah. She wear that little Queen Latifah
Yeah.
garb, man. From
I mean,
the
but just the message though,
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah.
stuff that she
It's
shared,
on point, yeah.
it was those type of jewels. Older women,
Yeah.
used to share with their daughters.
Yeah.
But you don't the past few generations, they don't get that anymore.
Oh,
Society raises your children.
Yeah.
BET,
Yeah.
hip hop videos and shit.
The
TikTok,
streets
Yeah.
and what's coming on the television.
social media.
You know?
There's at least 2 generations worth of TV babies.
But Shahrazad Ali, they didn't like what she had to say back then. They was trying to counsel her for saying the things she was saying. You know? And now all of a sudden, hey, now they want to root for her and listen and all that. But why wait till all the damage was done? Why wait till the families is destroyed? The family unit structure is destroyed.
Where were y'all speaking up when the shit was going down?
Yeah.
When you could have slowed it down or prevented a lot of it from happening.
Why wait until a lot of your sons are in the prison industrial complex?
Right.
Your daughters are on the
Your
boulevard.
daughter,
man.
yeah, your daughter's out there on the strolls and shit.
No, they're not on the stroll. They're on
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah, they OnlyFans now. Yeah, man.
You got it, brother.
Verse 5. I'm gonna jump down to verse 5. It says, to be discreet, chaste. A lot of these women don't even know what chaste means.
Nah.
Keep us at home.
Chase, man. Chastity.
Yeah.
Talking about
Keeping them legs closed,
your
yeah.
purity.
Yeah. Sexual morality.
Yeah.
These women, bro, these chicks are loose as shit.
Wait, somebody, you right there.
From all the tribes, too.
Yeah, kind.
From all the tribes.
Yeah, it's
I got it.
26. Go to 26.
Rock 26?
Yeah, the ones open the arrow, bro.
Because you got,
God,
it's,
quiver.
basically, it's a badge of honor to say that you got bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, I done been in this relationship with this nigga. I done been with a few white men. I done been with a couple of Asian dudes.
What?
I done dated this type of dude, that dude. And that's supposed to be something that, like,
Yeah.
oh, she
Like a notch on her belt.
Yeah.
Like that shit
Like a
quick.
trophy.
so that's the
Yeah.
reason to
Badges.
desire you, that she was a fucking whore and been ranting.
Yeah, but these men they deal with, they're in the top 1%. They got money. You know, if you're a regular guy, like us,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't getting no leg like that. No, you gotta pay for it.
What's her name? Harvey, man.
Laura Harvey.
Lori Harvey.
Oh,
You know? You see how she done been since she hasn't been with Michael B. Jordan. She's been with like 4 or 5
But
women.
before that, she was with Future, Diddy.
That's what I'm saying. She just wherever she can go. Wherever she can
Industry
go.
prostitutes.
Yeah.
This is what T.I. was trying to prevent for his daughter.
Yep.
When he tried to, and they went in on him.
Yep. They
She
went
was-
in on this.
They went in on this dude. Yeah, we don't
Can't
like
think about
T.I.,
it. I
but
can't think of it. I know you talking about that.
coming down on him for that
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
He's trying to
doing
prevent
right
his daughter
there.
to become like a damn
Yeah.
Lori Harvey.
Con.
Trying to see if that hymen is still intact.
What's the
He's trying to keep her chastity.
Yeah.
Keep a. What's that in the apocrypha? Keep a short watch over
Yep. Yeah,
an impudent daughter.
giving the water no passage.
Yeah.
Like with Gadaron.
Yep, liberty to
You're
get
supposed to watch over your daughters, man.
Yeah, con.
That's what's missing within the households of Jake.
Yeah, how
They don't have time for it. They just let them roam the streets.
Part of it was because both men and women, when there were two-parent households, both had to work. Then when it got down to just a single household, now you got to work a double, so you're never there with your family. And so what's raising them? TV in the streets. If you make enough for them to stay in the house and watch TV, but if you don't, they're gonna be in them streets, and they're gonna do whatever impulse or whoever could speak the slickest to get them. Because who they gonna hang out with? Other kids that don't have no guidance.
And that's the thing, bro. They don't understand that a large influence is who they hang around.
Yeah.
If your daughter hanging around all hoes,
Yeah.
hey, she gonna pick up some hoe tendencies.
And it only take one. It
Yeah.
only take one.
Because she gonna hear all the whole stories
Yep.
and get curious.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not gonna do it like that, but bitch, you doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a moral?
That's why the scriptures say evil communication corrupts good manners. You don't want to be around people that's going to influence you. Negative chicks that get influenced every day. Especially her being a weaker vessel, she's impressionable.
She's gonna do whatever appeases her flesh, what feels good. She's not spiritual. Scripture says that they not give her wisdom. So she's not thinking with wisdom. She's thinking, he got this, and what kind of car the nigga got, and this carnal ass shit, man.
Yeah.
Gold digger videos. I seen one today. It popped up and said, what she said? But I'm a, damn, what's that shit called? I got 2,000 of them. Like, when he was like, nah, you're a gold digger. I don't want to deal with you. You out of here. He goes, no, but I got that. Oh, no. She said, but I'm a head doctor. That's what she said. But I'm a head doctor. He was like, but you said you had a man. That ain't right. And drove off. And only gave him time of day after she saw the car.
Yeah.
So what mentality are you really thinking? So if I lose this car, are you gonna help me get it back? If I didn't have this car, would you when you didn't know I had it? So we're going this deep into this shit because we gotta watch all you motherfuckers get killed, man. Unless you women change your ways, man. A lot of you gotta change your ways and not be at ease like that. When the scripture gets deeper back in, when the brother, were you done with that? No, go ahead. Let's get back into that Isaiah 32, man.
It says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
The reason why we stopped it because going into that word chaste,
Yeah.
being pure. Like the Most High, He wants us to be pure.
Yeah.
When He comes back to His bride, He's expecting a pure wedding garment, a white wedding garment, a pure for their virgins, wise virgins. You know.
Not defiled with these other doctrines.
Yeah.
These other philosophies.
Yeah, He wants it pure. So why not? Why can't we have that?
Kind.
Plus, the woman is our glory anyway. So you want something pure that you can glory in, man.
Andrew Tate said the coldest shit. He said a man wants a woman that nobody can take from her, nobody can fuck with, that only you have control over, so to speak. And I was gonna make an analogy earlier. Would you want a dog that somebody else can train for them, or you want to get them as a puppy, train it up, and feed it the way you want it to be, groom it the way you want it to be, so it only obeys you?
Versus getting us. Versus getting old.
Here's Sparky. Here's Sparky.
That's it. Versus getting an old beat up dog that motherfucker don't bark. Motherfucker can't
Dog is traumatized.
get fat, she shit. That's what that is.
They wanted to get these rescue bitches.
Captain Save a Hole.
Yeah.
Captain Save a Hole, bro.
Fuck, bro. You know, that you want to, because you need rescuing, man, but you ain't worth rescuing.
You can't
Not
turn a
only
hoe into a housewife.
Not all of y'all are worth salvaging, man. For real, some women get it together and figure it out, and they can still make something of it, right? There's some out there, but we prefer to just have you been right the whole way with us. That was the way it was set up when the Most High set it all up.
It was ultimately the curse.
Yeah, it was the curse. It said it in the curse.
The Lord got us by getting our women, man.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a punishment. That was one of those.
The low blow, yeah.
Right there.
That's one of those. The father that got real too disrespectful. So he just said, all right, so
exactly. Y'all want to see how I feel? There you go.
Hey, you catch your woman with selfies of other niggas in her phone. Well, that's how I feel when you niggas got a chest ray and Buddha and
Allah.
the cobblestone and all that other shit.
12 arm bitches. Whatever that shit is.
This nigga's staring at me.
Go on your woman's phone. She got this many niggas in her phone. This many numbers.
She
bro.
got a
You ain't
picture
gonna
of
be happy about
Malachi
that,
York.
bro.
Who's this nigga? Who's this timid ass nigga, man?
Man, this nigga's Asian. What the fuck? Ain't even a Jake.
You in a fat nigga? Look at this fat nigga that wear a diaper and shit. You into that
You
shit?
into that shit? Fuck, man. Fucking scientists, nerds and shit.
You got a straight
Weed
kite.
smoking niggas on here.
Yeah.
Nigga mummies and shit. What the fuck?
You got an androgynous nigga over here.
Goats with titties and shit. Man, what the fuck, bro? This is what you into? No, but think about it.
Yeah.
This is how our women are. But this is how we were to the Most High.
That's how the Most High, yeah. That's how the Most High saw Israel.
No, we making light jokes of it, but the shit is not a joke.
Right.
Habakkuk, the second chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not Habakkuk, Hosea,
Hosea,
the second
yeah.
chapter.
Yep.
And also Ezekiel, the 16th chapter.
Isaiah 1.
Yeah. Israel played the whore, man. So, hey, it's only right that
You have to see how
our
it
women
feels. That
became
shit sucks,
whores.
bro.
Yeah. It's not a good feeling, man. But you go back, bro.
He said, keep us at home. Friday, Saturday. He says, good.
House ain't clean.
Bro, no
Food ain't
food.
cooked. Babies ain't bathed up. Stories read to and shit. Just all fucked up.
Stink.
Yep.
Or you could tell the chick she stays out. You go to her crib and her fucking apartment or home. It's just fucking. It's a fucking city thing.
Hard up, McDonald's.
You can see that from some of the pictures these chicks post.
Yeah.
The bathroom,
in the
bro.
bathroom.
Fuck.
With clothes and shit.
Mirror
Plates
dirty.
and shit all over in the bedroom.
You ain't even
Piles
gonna
of
clean up
clothes
the view of
in
the
the fucking.
camera?
You got piles of clothes in the middle of the hallway and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Won't pick it up and put it in a basket, a hamper. You know what I'm saying?
Before you take a picture. At
She
least
taking a selfie and you see all the fucking.
her
You seeing a
fucking-
roof leak in the background. You know what I'm saying? You know.
When she puts up the picture, niggas like this shit.
Yeah.
Bro. You know, but I realize why. They see trifling, they ain't gotta take nobody trifling serious at the end of the day. But that shouldn't be what we aspire for in our life to have.
Goes back to her complacency.
Yep.
You rewarding this bitch by giving her attention and giving her ride and all that. Hey man, this is what happens.
Show her ass, shut her ass for that, man. Clean up. Go
It's
take
time
a
for
bath.
you men to up your value, man.
Yeah.
Your dignity.
Yeah.
They got standards.
They're not
We're
gonna
the main
change if
ones
you-
that need standards.
They're not
Biblical
gonna
standards.
change if you don't change, man.
That's right.
Can't clean up her for herself. How she gonna clean up for you?
Thank
Yeah.
Exactly.
It says good, and I looked into the word good in the blue letter. It says of good constitution or nature, useful. It says pleasant, agreeable.
Like it's
Real.
like it says,
We all make the same
Timothy,
sound.
1 Timothy 2, where it says, but a woman professing godliness with good works.
That's one of the things I believe it says that pleases the Lord, a man and a woman that agree together.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It says
She
upright.
basically has thou a wife according to thine own mind.
Yep.
Yeah, she's agreeable. You know, y'all on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's cooperative.
She understands the word.
What was that Tim Samuel said? He said, agreeable, beautiful, or something. I forgot.
Fit, cooperative, fit, something else. Yeah, man. So,
Like I said, First Timothy 2, it says, women shall be saved in childbearing if they continue. Yeah. And godliness and holiness. Just have babies, ain't gonna do it. Just because you had a baby with a woman, that don't mean she gonna be saved.
all baby mamas ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about women that got children with men in the Lord. Just because you had a child with that man, that don't mean nothing. You just his baby mama, that ain't enough. We talking about wives, sisters that support their husbands. All right, that's willing to go under the guillotine with them.
Yep.
That we ain't talking about just a baby mama, man.
We talking right? That's ride or die, man. We ain't talking about going and setting up niggas in
Right.
Ubers and drug dealers and shit, man.
Yeah.
And, not that type of ride or die.
Yeah, the Lord gonna make a way for you to get your children.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
To release your children from that bitch. Having children. Let the Lord do what he do. The Lord gonna work miracles. And she ain't gonna want to do it. It's gonna be, the price gonna be too high. Inflation. It's expensive to hold kids.
They gonna be bringing the kids back. I can't afford this.
We're gonna do 2 more kids.
Right.
We're gonna do 2 more kids.
We saw in the pandemic when the kids were at home, school was shut down.
The road, like the road.
Yeah. Yeah, who had the kid?
Yeah, they ain't gonna be able to
The
handle
dad.
Nah, they can't.
Pops had the son. Hey, and the pops made a way for the son.
Yep.
You know,
Sure did.
to where the son ended up, making it.
Let's see how they attitude change when they start taking back these benefits. We're already talking about how they're talking about
Jake's
taking
like young woman.
Social
Okay.
Security,
Yep.
SNAP benefits. They're already taking that.
Okay.
They finna make more cuts soon. All right. Go ahead, bro.
What's up? Y'all gonna play music or what?
It says, it says upright, honorable.
Back in 2010, I was talking about Stay listening. Cut. That's the whole argument.
Musty.
Niggas uplifting.
Yeah, kind of.
He think he won.
Hey, but
But in that day, that nigga, he ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna take. He gonna. What you say earlier?
C's.
He gonna seize that motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, but that's an example of one of the women that we're speaking of. Proud, haughty, and you can't tell her shit. Hey, but look, she's through,
A
man.
little crowd of men and just talking
Bro.
shit.
She's through, man.
And then these weak men, they let them do it.
Yeah.
Complacent.
Well, get your ass over here. Come and walk around. Don't be interrupted. You see that every once in a while. But you fucked up already, because why would she even consider walking?
Yeah.
Walking through here. He walked on the street around.
Yeah.
She walked right through.
Yep.
That was a nigga.
No, but I don't think
Probably
so.
wasn't. He trying.
Oh, he trying.
He trying,
Yeah.
but that she don't respect him.
You got it, bro.
Hopefully by the end of the day, you crack that
The
bitch.
last two definitions, it says upright and honorable.
Love, right, honor.
Virtues.
Yeah. Yep. Which every so-called church woman knows about Proverbs 31, starting from 10 on down.
Virtuous woman.
Yeah, but they know it, but how many of them is living that?
No.
Say, who can find a virtuous?
Right.
Bro, there was a
Right.
whole parody song about virtuous women. they find it as a joke.
Yep.
I'm gonna just finish off the rest of this script. It says, obedient to their own husbands,
Yep.
that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed.
Hey, that was crazy because Eve wasn't obedient to her husband Adam. So this started the whole shit way back if you really want to look at it that way.
Eve knew not to talk to the serpent.
And she knew not to fuck with the tree in the midst of the garden. She didn't have to know what tree it was. She knew not to fuck with it.
Lot's wife.
Lot, they all, man.
Job's wife.
You just start
Yeah.
showing that they were always the weaker vessel.
So
Now they ruling.
yeah, this is
Yes, they now they what was it, Pame, the king's concubine.
And she was at home. She wasn't even in the midst of another talk to another man.
There you go.
To go.
There you go. But this all goes back to that complacency. Goes back to that Sirach. Oh, we didn't get that,
we
did we?
didn't get that.
26.
26?
26.
Yeah, get that real quick, then we'll go right back.
Sirach 26 and
9, 10, 13, somewhere in there.
yeah, 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
No, read up above
Okay.
that.
Watch over an impudent eye. Verse 10.
We're trying not to interrupt you too much.
I started at 8, man. I'm gonna go fast. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
Ah, yeah,
That's
bro.
what they're allowed to do in this society. In Western society.
Bro,
Western.
and that, I was gonna say,
That's the type of shit don't go on anywhere else.
Yeah.
Just right here in America,
Yeah.
parts of Europe, anywhere where Esau pretty much has the
yeah,
he controls the policies and the law. They are allowed through feminism to wander around. They can have as many drinks as they want.
Yeah.
They can go out and sex tourism.
Yeah.
It's the same hypocritical shit. You know, they talk about the men passport bros,
Yeah.
but they out there doing the same shit.
What do you call them? Ladies trip.
Yeah,
Girls trips.
passport
Dubai trips. and
passport
shit.
hoes. Going out there to Jamaica and getting slutted out.
shit, Vegas.
I was just about to say, I'm watching a few of them across the street.
They get to have a bunch of drinks and then they just go wild out. They go to spring break in Cancun. You know what I'm saying? Have a few drinks. The next thing you know, she bouncing it on another nigga.
Yep.
While her man is at home. He couldn't even take his vacation. He still had to work and hold the house down. But you found a way to get some time off.
Right.
And now you out with your girls
Didn't
in a
line
whole
it
other
up with
country.
him. Didn't line it up with his schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
Just went
Didn't
so
want to
you
go
could
with
get away.
him. You want to go with your friends.
Yeah, she could use that time
And
to help
not
her
being
man.
chased is where that mentality, that pair bonding doesn't happen to where you connect and want to spend that type of time with your spouse, with your woman. Okay?
If you was if society was allowed to still put chastity belts
Yeah.
on women,
It'd be a better place.
it would be different. It'd be different. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you want to go to you want to go to Jamaica?
Okay.
All right, you put this on,
Like that, you need a couple of
and
them.
I'm gonna keep the keys. All right.
Put a muzzle on that bitch, man. She about to suck some more ride.
She'd probably be like, I don't even want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ain't gonna want
The
that.
STD rates will be very, very low. It's gonna be amongst the home.
Yeah.
Homes.
Verse 9. The word of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Yeah.
Fucking eyelashes and shit they put
Them
on.
cumbrellas, bro. They highlight the eyelids with them cumbrellas.
They said, shut up. I can't even say that shit, bro. Can't even say that. So it's a target, bro.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
That's too much freedom.
Straight. Difficult. Yeah. You gotta always be on them. Keep them being straight.
Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Hey, she gon' fuck up. Okay? Don't marvel like, what's this, man? What are you should be expecting it to happen. Is it Sirach 4th chapter? What chapter is that where it says when I marry thy daughter, that has
Yeah, I
done
found out.
you know what you're looking for? You just read when you get it, just read it real quick, to make the point.
The point is, it's stressful having a daughter, man. It's really stressful because now you got to watch every avenue with them.
Yeah.
Because they ain't sharp enough all the time. They don't get sharp until they've been misused, so to speak. Yeah. Until they've been swindled a few times out of what's precious in them. Found
Ecclesiasticus 7. And I'm gonna start at 23. Hast thou children, instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth.
Yep.
Hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
Yeah.
But
Got that stress off you now. Somebody else stressed now.
But that's why it was good in the ancient world for the father to choose his daughter's bride.
Yeah, arranged marriages.
Arranged marriages, because he know, oh, that's a nigga right there. He come from a nigga family.
My daughter won't be all
he ain't gonna
fucked
deal
up.
with him. You know,
Homeless and shit.
this is a good man. He works.
Yep.
He
Fears
fears
the
your
Lord.
he hears your how about Shema Shai.
Yep.
He comes from a good family, a good name.
Yep.
He here. Let's make the deal.
I'll enjoy hanging out with this family.
Yeah.
We're gonna grow my grandchildren. We're gonna grow up the right. You know,
Yeah.
my name will be perpetuated through this other family.
And you don't want to, as a father, at least in the ancient world, you don't want to give your daughter away to a man and she's, turns into a nigga woman. You want her to be, brought up the right way.
Yeah,
So
continue the
because
right way.
it's got to put a stain on your name.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, his daughters are the one that be in the alleyways at night and shit. You know, you don't want that shit. That was a shame. Now these bitches be out late at night by themselves.
With their mama.
Yeah.
Bro, mama be showing me. How many grandmamas and mamas I done seen walking around with teenage girls in Vegas on the fucking strip after the hours,
Everybody drink.
everybody's already loose and drunk.
Bro, I saw one where this chick had an OnlyFans, and her biggest supporter was her dad. That's how fucked up this world is, bro. This is crazy.
Verse 25, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding. Hast thou have a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Airhead, man. You don't want to deal with no airheads, man. Trust me, airheads. There should be no airheads in Israel. Straight up, there should be a gravity of understanding and fear of Yahweh Shema Shai amongst all of our people.
Like bimbos.
There shouldn't be no damn bimbos walking around.
Bitches
That's
are
what
airheads.
concubines are for, man.
All they care about is money, and that's not real.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. That was it, right?
They call them on Fresh and Fit bimbos.
Yeah.
You see all them chicks on that panel, man. Every other
Oh
day.
yeah.
It's like, do they know that that's what they're there for?
Some of the
right.
most retarded, brain dead chicks.
Okay.
They said
No logic, like they just they'll say any fucking thing.
Oh, bro, he asked him like basic name 3 countries. Bitch be like,
You just made my point. What continent is Africa in?
they said see
Yeah.
in the West. They just had one with the bitch. They said see in the West talking about.
Oh, yeah,
Western
calm down.
civilization. He said wait. We in the East. You see that one?
yeah.
The
I
bitches
said,
talk about East Coast,
Yeah.
but they were talking about
Western
Western
society.
society.
In the East.
Well, we in the East.
Yeah.
They was looking. They
I'm
looked at it like serious. You're serious.
Yeah.
They asked this one chick, it was recent, they asked her, what's your occupation? She said, well, when I was 12, I used to babysit, Bro, nobody asked you that. But that's the type
bro.
of shit you get.
He said when I was 12.
Type of bitch that put-
But she telling you she's worthy of wifing up.
Yeah.
And of a man of 100,000 a year.
Yeah, a high value man.
Six-figure
She
man.
would that deserve a high value.
Put sign 12 on the resume.
Man,
And all those women females that go on that show, they should know they're gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
But hey, you still gotta put. Hey,
That's a big platform.
hey, that show can go on forever. Man.
Yeah.
I'm going forever.
Because these women are fucking stupid. You ain't gonna see us on no fucking what's these bitches shows, man? Yeah, they're fucking shows and shit. Man. You ain't gonna see men like that. Man.
It ain't gonna last long. That that conversation 1 segment, bro.
Now you gonna chop him up.
And then they just enough for them to realize that this ain't going like they thought it was gonna go.
Just like these music, this music. You know, these women come out with these man-hating songs and shit. You don't really see men dance to that shit. But once, you know, men come out with these rap music, you know, these rap songs and shit, you see women all dancing, shaking their ass to it. You know, that's the retardation of these women.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? You gotta get up out of here, bro.
You want me to through, man?
It's on.
Hey, man.
Hey,
I can't hear you.
It's funny, man.
I can't hear you.
That's a lesbian quoting
Close
scriptures.
scriptures. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah, that's how proud it is.
Hey, she ain't at ease.
bro.
They're not at ease, though. Right? Go back to the scripture.
Fuck, bro.
Isaiah 32, verse 10.
Hey, man, we could have flamed her ass, man. Lit her ass up if we wanted to, man.
2010, we would have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, CeeLo Green looking at
Bro.
Those used to in camp roasting people, bro.
Man.
The other one looking like, damn, those are real men. The tall one look, she feel offended, bro. She keep looking. Those are real men. She hot, bro. She
Bro.
She getting it.
Bro,
She out
bro.
of order.
What the fuck, man?
Ain't nobody thinking about you, man. You can't help it.
Yeah, con.
Collar shirt to make you a man.
Yeah, collar shirt and tuck the titties.
Man, bro.
Hey, like
She
you,
was gonna spend like double what she was gonna spend. She's a man. She can provide. I got it, man. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 32 and 10. Many days and years
Fuck.
shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman.
What's she gonna do? What is she gonna do, bro?
bro, she gonna come over and
That
get
day.
embarrassed, bro.
I'm saying in that day, what is she gonna do?
What? Her real, the woman,
Yes.
the feminine one, she gonna leave her.
She ain't gonna make it that day.
Find a man.
She gonna find. She looking now, bro. She understood. She like, those are real men.
Yeah.
Dang, they still looking though. We're laughing at you.
Yeah.
For even being with that other thing.
The color
Right?
thing.
That other thing, she can't beat one dog, bro. Or a pit bull come over there, she's done.
Bro, that border collie, bro.
Get the dog off. Bro, kick the little fucking dog. Like, men know how to handle shit.
Bro.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You got it,
Fuck,
bro.
bro.
Many
man.
days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless woman. For the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah. It ain't gonna get better, bro.
Yeah, hey, talk about the snap. That's a part of that gathering. You know,
It was.
child support, you know, the alimony, that shit gonna get cut off as well. You know, because the Lord is he's breaking down all the systems, you know, here in America, man. The judicial system, he's gonna break down. Executive branch, you know, where you got the president, you know, signing laws, that shit gonna break down. Legislative, the laws being made, that's gonna break down.
You know how mad they are at the president right now? People are pissed. They fucked up.
Still over there supporting Ukraine and this and all that shit.
It's called the Biden collapse.
Yep.
But this, wasn't
Trump
this
said it, man.
Build Back Better? These motherfuckers is collapsing.
Trump said under Biden's watch, it's gonna be the collapse.
He said everything he said was gonna happen under him. It's happening. He says it's gonna be war with Ukraine. Putin would never overstep when I was in office. All kind of shit. But just saying the difference of the energy, but more so, this is just what's happening. But who backed this bad decision, man? You just watched him walk up the street.
Yeah.
She would have got embarrassed.
Bro,
Embarrassed. I mean, I think her ego was crushed because she seen me laughing at her.
Yeah, bro.
They saw us over there dying.
well, her work.
She didn't like that
kept
shit.
looking, bro.
I know.
That's what her work said, bro. The tall shit kept looking.
Oh, yeah.
She kept, she like,
ain't
what?
feminine either.
I can hear her look at her like, what you keep
The
looking
more
at?
feminine looking one.
Yeah.
Right. She kept looking over at us and she caught that. She peeked
Yeah,
like
she was pissed,
she
bro.
probably gonna cuss her out later.
Getting cussed up right now.
Yeah, I gonna do is bring out the scriptures.
Yeah.
The scriptures gonna embarrass them.
Yep.
Yeah.
The scriptures gonna make them feel, you know, minuscule. You know?
Yeah. They're either going knowing the nigga woman how hardened her heart is,
Yeah.
she's probably gonna want to get violent after, you know, 'cause the scriptures talk about you know, the word is more quick and powerful than any two-edged sword. Yeah. So if she get the shit out of her, she might want to, you know. She better not try no shit. That would be bad for her
You're
health.
gonna get a couple shots over there at the tanning park.
Yeah. Chill out and get yourself a drink.
I told him I'm gonna use her up today.
Hey, bro.
She's gonna make her buy all kinds of shit.
That make them courage. You know?
They better not be there when I
She
get
gonna
back.
get tired of the strap-ons. She gonna get the fuck away from
That like a real thing.
They probably fight that shit. Like I hear that most domestic
Yeah.
violence is in homosexual or lesbian couples.
Yeah.
Hey, remember the Brittany Griner bitch?
Yeah.
She had domestic violence where she beat up a bitch. They didn't bring that out when, you know.
Get around back
Yeah.
Yeah, a fucking warlord for her stupid basketball playing ass. She wasn't even the best player in the league.
Yeah. Them bitches are demonic, man. We had one chick years ago. She, her and her dyke, I guess they separated or got into it, and they got into a fight, and the butch put out a gun and shot her all up in her vag.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
She shot her vag up and shit. And of course, the nigga woman being indestructible, she didn't die. This bitch was on the bed and shit in the hospital. They still alive and shit.
He said that's the closest. Nah, the closest they get to shooting the club up, bro.
Yeah.
He said, "Y'all shoot
I'm somewhere in this butterfly. I'm behind a nigga one. But she be alright.
Yeah.
But hopefully the taller one, she need to repent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully she
Like
can
she went
repent.
too far.
But the other one, there ain't no hope for her.
Nah, bro.
She's gone.
She looked like her. She looked like her daddy.
Yeah. Got
Man,
got get your thing on with that, bro.
Yeah, man. But that was it on that. That was it.
That's funny.
Meant for the teens.
No.
That's the next one.
Yeah, back on Isaiah 32.
32.
Yeah.
You're like 12.
Continue on, Isaiah 32 and 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth.
Hey, humble down to the bare essentials. These women have all of this pride built up. They have all of this makeup caked on the outside. You're gonna have to humble yourself and strip yourself all the way down to the bare essentials of femininity in a woman, man.
The Lord gonna strip them.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna humble you all the way down.
It's gonna be a beautiful sight. Man.
You have, if you don't do it willingly now, the Lord gonna do it. And it's gonna hurt when He do it.
I'm gonna have a smile ear to ear, man. Looking at y'all suffer. And Proverbs 1, the Lord called you, refuse.
Yeah.
I shall laugh
They
at your
walk
calamity.
past. They walk past. They have the opportunity.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of judgment go forth on a lot of these women, and the women that see that judgment, they still gonna be thinking, oh, ain't
That's
gonna
fucked
happen
up
to
what
me.
happened to them.
Ain't gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Start touching.
yeah. 'Cause the Lord is gonna judge His people first. You know, He's gonna come after the Israelite woman.
Yeah.
The Edomite women, they gonna catch hell, but they gonna be safe for a minute. But the nigga woman, the so-called Latino woman, the Native American woman, man, y'all gonna get it.
First ones that claim that they're Israelites too.
Yeah.
They know
Yeah,
some
yeah.
of the truth, right?
Wear the hair wraps, yeah.
Demon under there.
Cameras, bro.
The second after them is Christian women,
Ah, yeah.
I need a man a yacht.
Alright.
Where'd have been a yacht at?
Yeah.
Them.
That's how.
A little more, bro.
Yes, read down to all the way to 12.
Alright. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Yeah, Esau been giving you these incentives, man. Child support, SNAP benefits, alimony, have men, worship people, protection of men. A nigga woman can get into it with a man, and she has another man on speed dial to come, avenge her. Ask no questions. Dude just coming up straight emotional and try to fight the other dude, kill him.
Was that on the campaign chat, or was it something I just saw? But there was a guy, I think it was a campaign chat. He said, one of these chats ago, he said, my wife got into a car accident. I was taking, she's a vegetable. I was taking care of her and shit. And then all of a sudden, so he was going to lift her, or she was paralyzed or something like that. I forgot. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so he went in her phone to go get some pictures and make a collage and honor her further. Went in there and saw all kinds of pictures and all kinds of sexual content and messages.
From that same day, bro.
From that day that she was on her way to go see another nigga when she got into the accident.
Damn.
So she got in an accident with him?
No, by herself, going to go see another nigga.
That's it.
This man is judgment on everything. She got judged, bro.
On top of that, he said, I make her watch her favorite show every day.
Yeah.
And that favorite show, he said, was him putting on the screen all the evidence of what she did. He make her watch it every single day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He was crying and shit. You can tell. He beta simp, bro. Big time beta simp.
Said you still with
Truly
her?
in love with his wife. He said the reason I stay with her, and now it's to the point he's like, I think he was saying stay with her now to keep that judgment going, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Keep that
Hell,
going. And she probably get money or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's the only reason I
But he
the
had
SSI.
money, though.
GoFundMe and shit.
He probably had money,
Chick
though.
get GoFundMe and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Man, remember the bitch that had to go for me to go?
Oh yeah. Down south?
No, it was like the spring break or something.
Yeah, kind.
Yeah,
To Miami.
Go.
Miami.
That's part of them teats, man. The protection of men, worship of men, men worshiping, these women. That's a part of the teats, man. So the Lord's gonna take that away from the women. And you're gonna be caught out there by yourself. Hey, those very men that worship you, the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to basically be your worst enemy in that day.
Let me get that real quick. Jeremiah, hold up. It's Jeremiah 4, and verse 30. And it says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with the ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with makeup, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life.
Lovers, man. Simple as men. They'll despise you when that time comes. The Lord's gonna turn it right back on you, man. He's gonna put these judgments in the hands of these men.
That was what I had.
I think that was pretty much what you had. You have something?
I think still,
Yeah, but you
don't you got
voted
more
too.
on there?
Isaiah 32 and 13.
13.
Upon the land of my people shall come up
Let's-
thorns and briars. Ye shall upon all the houses of joy in the joy city.
The thorns and briars is just the further path of your future is going to be all bad, man. Going forward in the future is just going to be bad for our people, man. Jacob's trouble is really going to destroy our people and really put some real fear into you.
Try to lay on the bed of thorns. They gave the Lord a crown of thorns.
Yep. Hey, walk barefooted. Or even with sandals. Your shit gonna get fucked up in a path laden with thorns. And briars.
Yeah, that means pretty much, like it says in the curse, everything that you set your hand to do, you're not gonna prosper. It's just gonna be more anguish upon more anguish. know, pangs of troubles. You know, the scriptures talk about travail, you know, the labor pain, the birth pain, the sorrows. The sorrows are going to just continue to increase. Problem after problem after problem after problem. You ain't going to be able to rest. You ain't going to be comfortable. Right now you at ease, but the Lord's going to take away that mirth.
And really, right now, nobody should be at ease right now. As bad as shit is right now, nobody should be at ease. There's still people out there still acting like nothing's going on. Our people gonna get bad. Deservedly so.
They're not at ease in Paris right now.
Right.
They're not at ease in Venezuela right now.
Poland.
They're not at ease in Poland right now.
Nigeria.
You know, Lebanon.
So Yemen ain't been in ease. But I think Turkey is fucked up too right now, right?
They're not at ease over there in Ukraine.
Yep. I was just gonna say we ain't even named Ukraine. You know?
But hey, that's all. Hey, Babylon. It wouldn't be Babylon if we didn't have this issue.
Yep.
It says that are given to pleasures and dwell careless. So that's a society they're carrying on in overindulgence and decadence, and they're at ease. They're not worried about nothing. They just all they care about is their lust of their flesh, their desires. You know, that's all you concerned with. You know, what satisfies your desires, your flesh. Right, but you're getting ready to lose that. All right. Yep.
Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: loss of children and widowhood.
Yep.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Yep.
You're gonna be getting hit by punches you can't even see.
It's gonna be like that. That just suddenly came on.
You don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna wind down like that. It's gonna stay up. The more you wind those sirens, the higher they get pitched. They just stay up there.
It's gonna be some shit when they hear them. Not those the alarms, the
The
big alarms that's
Nuclear missile alarm.
yeah.
Yep.
When that goes
World War
off.
II alarms. I think they put them in Korean War. So one of them they put them in.
That's when you people gonna be in trouble, man, with fear. You know? But hey, you know, that's good for this place, man. All right, may the Most High Yahweh Shah continue to send these plagues after them. All right? And tear down the pride of these wicked, proud-ass people, man. Especially these damn women. Them too. All right? It's gonna be like in the days of Noah, man. Like in the days of Lot. We here. It's the same scenario. All right? But at least, you know, Lord willing, we be those men. We're going to be saved, man. We're going to be delivered out of this. We just got to continue to hold fast our faith to the very end. And continue to stand upon righteousness, all right, against this beast. All right? Anything else? All right, with that, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakurash.
Give honor to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone who rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations to the tabernacle of David, the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.